Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rock.
Warning. Following video contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Testing, 1, 2. Chris, are you there? Are you hiding underneath your desk? Now, hello, everyone. Chris is actually, he can hear me now. He's got his Wi-Fi headsets on. He just wants to go grab some beverages. Do I see him boke him out back here? I don't know. Anyways, I want to thank all of you out there who could be possibly joining us right now. Let's see. Is there anybody in the chat room that I can see? Looks like we've got Mike, or the Lonely Coyote. That's right. What's up with you, young man? I hope you're enjoying your warm weather out there. It's been warm, and then it's getting cold again. And then, of course, we've got a gentleman here. Yep, that looks like a spam right there. I think so. And Chris just notified me on something. Where's my? No. See what he said. Uh-oh, he thinks it's froze. Oh, that's just great. So he's sitting in his chair right now. That's just awesome. Oh, man. Of course, we go live, and sure enough. Crap. Hopefully, Chris will pop back on here in a second, because I don't want to refresh, because we all know what that's like. And hello, Jack S. G22. Shoot. Hopefully Chris's screen will unfreeze here. Well, hello. It's Jenny. Tell your son that he froze his screen right there. Tell him to quit it. I don't want to refresh it because when in doubt, it may, you know what? Uh-oh, there we go. He's back.
Did that.
Now there's sorry.
Oh, no. I don't know what happened
there. There's you and your chair that's on screen right now.
What?
Yeah. There's like, I kid you not. There is. There we go. We're good. All righty. Hello, everyone. It wouldn't be right if we didn't have a little goofy technical difficulties, but
oh shit, man.
Hopefully everyone can hear us right now. And there's no echoes, because we do have our quality control gentleman here with us right now.
Yes, Mike, tell me what's up.
Yeah.
QC, get on the job, bro.
Hopefully everything's good to go. But guys, I want to say this real quick and all serious before we do get into our usual thing here, because obviously tonight it's Chris and I here on Meets the Man Cave. We're going to discuss this recent development that happened to a town that's very close to us in Tipp City, Ohio. It's a case involving I'm trying to remind myself to say certain words that you can't say here on YouTube, unalive of an Ashley Flynn. Now, right now, the authorities have released, which I'll share with everyone after a little bit, the 911 call that's connected to the incident of her husband who has been arrested and charged. Now, we're approaching this conversation with care and respect for the family, especially the children that are involved and the community that's impacted by this tragedy. Now, our goal tonight is not to speculate or sensitize any of this, but to discuss it with, well, like I said, with maturity and what's going on right now. So I ask anybody that's going to join us in the chat room, if you find this, please just think of the children right now. Let's just be respectful as much as we want to, So I just wanted to make that very clear to everyone out there and YouTube that we're not being complete jerks about it right now. So I wanted to get that clear before we go on. So
Keep it classy.
Exactly. Very much so. So we got Jake in the house. Your mom's in the house. Jack's. I'm seeing Jack's G22S. We had someone else. I think it's a spam from over to Twitch, which if you're not a spam, thank you for joining us here. And of course, Mike. And I'm going to let Chris go forward with this because he actually contacted me yesterday and I was not on planet Earth at all this week. It was a JOB situation, and I'll leave it at that.
I tell you what, my thing is just seeing people all over Facebook, a bunch of friends that I had, and seeing them like saying how shocked they were and this, that, and the other, because I try to stay out of the news as well. And after, hearing and seeing so much about it, like I started to go ahead and ask Natalie, you heard anything happening with this? I have several friends talking about this. I don't actually know this lady, but I guess it's real close to us. And yeah, I mean, sure enough, it unfolded right in front of me. And I was like, this is wild. Because it just kept getting weirder and weirder. It started off where the lady she got unalived, and her husband, and I think they have two girls, and they were okay. The husband and the two girls were okay, and somehow the wife had really unfortunate things happen to her, and she was no longer with them. And then it just kept snowballing and getting weirder and weirder and weirder. And now we've learned pretty much, he's arrested. He's booked. He's got the whole 9 yards. He's being charged for pretty much first-degree murder.
Yeah.
Wild, man.
Yeah, it's
Hey, I got a question though.
Yeah, it's we need to take a little moment. I'm sure. What I'm sorry, Chris, what were you going to ask?
Station identification.
Oh.
Real fast.
What the fuck you drinking? You know what?
It just wouldn't be right if we didn't start it off right.
It would not be.
This is the new Rheingeist Pixel. Cold IPA. Cold IPA. I'm not sure what that means.
Wow. What do you know?
I don't know what it is. but we're going to find out.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. I need to get one of those wireless sets too, so I don't have to. Yeah, we're going to get into this more. And of course, anybody that's joining us in the chat, this is nationwide news right now at this point. And I'll share some videos, but we need to in fact, we're having a drink that's going out to the young lady that's sadly lost her life over, as we get into it more.
This looks refreshing.
Yeah. To be fair, Chris showed me a photo of this and I knew what my plans were. I'm like, well, I'm gonna. Well, of course I did. So we're both doing it. Of course I can't.
Now
Still.
this guy, if I read the notes correctly, this guy is tropical aromas and bright notes of grapefruit and peach.
7.0 on the alcohol level. It's not bad. It's not. I don't get that. Yeah, like he says, tropical. There's no doubt about it. It's not hazy, that's for sure. I would say anybody who's just slowly getting into these IPAs, this would be something the next level up. But right now, considering how this week has been, I will take it in a heartbeat.
I like it.
Okay. Here we go.
Wait, don't stop the music.
Oh, don't you know what, folks? For you here there for the first time, this is just a tradition that we do, and I've just it's been one of those weeks. And like you said, don't stop the music.
Don't stop the music because we need a sidekick.
That's right.
And mine tonight is going to be Henry McKenna, 10-year. Bottle and bond.
I'll tell you what. You know the bad thing about this is when you go to a store, like as they stay here in the state liquor store, and you start looking at these aisles, you walk in, you're kind of like, I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to get. But then you start looking at other things.
Oh, yeah.
So I went ahead.
Kid in the candy store.
Yeah. I went ahead. And,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I have not opened it yet. I'm working on that now.
You're loving the Woodford.
Yeah. I'm hoping to love this one too. I told myself that's what I was going to go in, but I like Zach and I are like, okay, we got time. We're just standing around, and I'm like, is there something that I'm, missing or something that might catch my eye? But when in doubt, I spent enough time looking around, so I just got this. Tell you what,
I'm interested. I want to know what you think of that.
Hopefully, I'll give you an answer soon because this thing is sealed up like dog food at this point. Which that Miami Valley was the same way, so this is a good sign. Yeah, I got tape boogers on my fingers. Come on, the music's running out. We want to get into this topic here, not about me wasting time doing this. Ooh,
wow,
that did sound good. I was pouring more. Okay. Like I said, if you're new here, this is what we do. Let's see here. I'm gonna share this on this. I don't really care for an IPA. Let's see. I don't get how they made it double. I do have a bottle of that 10-year-old HMC B&B up and open. Because I need it on there longer than that. I need it, and one more loop around. 5, 4, 3, 2, and.
I never get tired of this song.
Never do. I'll have it in my head while I'm at work sometimes. I'm thinking, why did you have to visit me right now? Okay. The HMC B&B open up from forever ago. Is it any good? HMC, help me out here. Help me out, guys. It'll all make sense here. It's quite good. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Oh, I read the wrong thing. This is what I was. Yeah, this.
Okay. Sorry.
Henry McKenna, bottle and bond. Jesus Christ, I can't talk right now.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
It's just something about this Woodford, not Wood Forest reserves. It tastes really crisp and clean. Unfortunately, I'm still dealing with sinus infection, so I'm not getting 100%, especially on my left side. I'm a lefty, so my left side wants to stay clogged up all the time.
Did you get to watch Mississippi Grind yet?
It's good stuff. Unfortunately, not. I haven't had a chance to really watch anything because, yeah, JOB. I don't want to go there.
Yeah.
Not now. Sorry, I
Understandable.
don't want to sit here and whine about my job. It's just not a good time. But I did notice it is on Netflix, and hopefully I'll get some time to see it either the weekend
Maybe.
or sometime this week where my job will let me have a life, between the weeks. So,
Maybe I'll make that
um,
my cinema shows and shots. Maybe I'll do
okay.
that.
And Todd, I need to get a hold of you. Unfortunately, we're going to have to, and Jake, if you're here, we're going to have to wait another weekend. It's just turns out we got stuff that came up at the last minute, and we'll just leave it at that. So
I'm going to a concert, y'all.
there you go. I have a couple with her. Wow, really? That's awesome. Yeah, we did last week. We really went through. Was it last week? I don't know. I'm just everything is so blur right now in my head from here I am, JOB. Yeah, it was last week. 'Cause, man, those Woodfords were excellent. But yeah, I think I'm gonna. I have a feeling I'm gonna have a collection of Woodford on my shelf.
There you go.
Okay. All righty. I guess we should talk a little bit more about this subject. And if any of you out there have anything that's, I don't know, whether you yourself have checked this out, like I said, I'm going to share this 911 call here in a little bit because I guess it was just released today.
Yeah,
Um,
I just learned
hmm,
today that he is in X. What's the talent show? The America's Got Talent or something like that.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
Um,
he's an X. He was on there apparently. He sang on there. I just learned that, and he's I mean, he's a youth leader. He's a pastor.
oh, wow.
Yeah, it just gets worse and worse. And he was okay. Let's slow down. Okay, yeah, that's enough for now. That's enough for now. I only want to say stuff that's confirmed. I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, whatever I share tonight, please feel free to go over to YouTube where we're at now, or maybe Facebook or Xbox, X,
X book.
whatever. Yeah, Xbook. In
I like
fact,
it.
I'm gonna go ahead and let me find that I actually made sure that I saved it, but I got to go over to the channel itself real quick. Playlists. Let me see if I can
I
find
really
this.
like this can.
Yeah,
That shit is
gee,
cool.
I wonder why. So I'll tell
Yeah.
you what. Well, go ahead and get into this 911 call. Now, real quick, just to let everybody know this is coming from the husband. The audio is clear enough, but of course, I haven't listened to all of it yet, just enough because I kind of wanted to have a lot of stuff fresh at the moment for right now. So hopefully I can share the audio at a appropriate level. I was hoping it would have like closed caption or whatever, but it doesn't. So let me go
Hmm.
ahead and share this now. Now I can, of course, hear my son's music in the background, but I'm not going to tell him you can't listen to your own music. That's sick. All right.
Sick, sick bastard.
Miami County, not home. Oh my God! Somebody broke into my home. Somebody broke into my home and killed my wife. Are they still in there? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, what's the address? 932 Cunningham Court, Tipp City, Ohio. Please, please hurry. Please hurry. What are you seeing? My wife is. She's got 2 shots to her head. There's blood everywhere. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Sir, please. Ma'am, I need you to take a deep breath, okay? Do you still see anybody in the house? No, the door to the garage was wide open. Please hurry, please. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! My daughters are here. My daughters are here. Where's she at? She's in the bed. She's in the bed. Yeah, I am in the room. I'm looking at her. Yes, please. You guys have the door locked? We have the doors to the garage locked, but into the house. Yes, please. Oh my God! Oh my God! Where's that room at in the house? My partner's
Those
gonna
sound like
dispatch,
crocodile
okay? But I
tears.
need you to answer my questions so I can get you help as fast as I can, okay? What question? Where are you guys at in the house? I'm in the bedroom with her right now. Okay. My daughters are in their room. So you are not with the children? I was with the children when it happened. Okay, but you're not with them now? No, they're in their room, but they're not even awake. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Sir, please. They are heading that way, okay? I need you to take a deep breath for me. Are you hearing anything? No, I've rubbed her leg and said her name. She's not answering. Okay. Your daughter's not answering you? I'm hurt. What'd you say? Your daughter's not answering you? No, they're in the other room across the room. Okay. In their room. Okay. Are you hearing any kind of noise inside the house? No, her face is, her face is white as ghost. Okay, whose face? My wife's face. Your wife's face? The one who was shot. She was what?
Oh, okay.
Okay, where was she shot at?
The
in the head.
crocodile tears. He's too coherent.
I don't think so. Ashley, baby, please. Oh my God, no, she's not. Okay, she's not responding to you? No. Oh my God. Okay, do you see anybody in the house now? No, it's black and the doors are locked. The door leading to the garage door was wide open when I ran in there. Okay, do you see any kind of vehicles? No. Wait, no, the door, there's a side door in our garage door.
All right, we'll just give ourselves a moment to think about what we've been listening. I know, Chris, you look like you want to say something.
Could you imagine like what place in your head you have to go to fabricate all this? Knowing what you did to your wife, laying right beside you, and you've dreamed up this whole fictional thing that played out. I mean, that is wild to me, dude. That's so crazy. When
Yeah.
you know good and damn well what you just did.
Yeah, and I honestly, I'm not trying to just go ahead and say this sounds fake because of what the detectives, from what I understand, the Tipp City, to give you guys an idea, Tipp City, Ohio, is actually not far from where I live and from where Chris lives. It's kind of like in the middle, and it's Miami County, Ohio, which is north of Montgomery County, Ohio. It's not far from where my son lives. In fact, I used to have a route in Tipp City when I worked for a contractor for FedEx Grounds. And I'll tell you what, that's when I was in actually pretty good shape because I had a lot of stops in that little town. And I know that street that he's referring to. And if he called 911, that Tipp City Police Department could be there within 5 minutes. That's how close Cunningham Court is. It's like north. It's between where the new high school's at and the old high school. And listening to him, oh my God. He's just too coherent. Anytime you've ever seen on, say, cops or any detective shows, when someone has lost a loved one in their family, they are just, you can't even understand a word that's coming out of their mouth. There's just their world has just ended. They can't breathe. They can't speak right. They're just, you're trying to do everything you can do to get them calmed down. I can understand everything he's saying, especially this trying to pull out this act and everything else. All right, here. Let me see what we got.
It has been a week, Mike. It has been a week. Thank God you're here. Tell me if I got an echo. You better QC the shit out of me right now.
Yeah. And ironically, you didn't get a chance to. Well,
no, I just.
Fingers crossed.
God, dude, I can't imagine what's going through somebody's head at that point. Like,
No, there's been all sorts of speculations that are coming up left and right. Other content creators from YouTube to even TikTok, I've noticed they have
Yeah.
been doing a lot of research on this, and even they're like, this is all sounding really suspicious. This is just, it's just, you know
Well,
what?
at first, his story was he was asleep on the couch.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, okay.
That was his first. That was his first. I don't want to say alibi, but that's his first like initial. What help me out here? Report? I don't know. Anyways, that's what he told the cops initially. And then if you listen to the 911 call, he says, I was with them last night.
Yeah,
He was with his
the
girls
story's
last night.
changing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's already changing.
I'll go ahead and hit play. We've got, yeah.
It's open by the. Oh my god!
Here, I'll play it back with the hair that we can get kind of.
The door. There's a side door in our garage door that's open by the. Oh my god! Okay, I need you to just take a deep breath for me. Okay, they're getting to you as quick as they can. Is that door still open? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay.
Shoot.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Is she breathing at all? I don't think so. There's two shots to her head. Okay. If you are comfortable, I want you to go and find a cloth. Then I want you to put a cloth on that gunshot wound. Okay. Like a towel? Yes, like a towel. But do not apply direct pressure to it. Just put it on that blood wound. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my, okay. I need you to just take a deep breath for me, okay? Okay. Okay. Just get that cloth, and I want you to put it on that wound, but don't apply direct pressure to it, okay? They're coming to you as quick as they can, okay? I just laid it on her head. Okay. Where are the juveniles? Are they okay? Have you checked on them? I haven't checked on them. Okay. Can you go check on the juveniles for me? The police is here. The police is here. Wait. Can you go check on the juveniles for me? The cops just pulled. They just left. They just left. Okay. I need you to go check on the juveniles for me, okay? They're still sleeping. They're still sleeping. Okay. You still see them breathing? You don't see any wounds on them? No. The cops just pulled away. Sir. The cop is here. Okay, I want you to. Okay, open the door for him so he can get into her. Okay. Okay, he's running. He's coming to me, sir. What? I don't know. The door to the garage was wide open. I'm her husband. No, I don't think so. Yeah. Okay. Hey, ma'am, do you still have me on the phone here? Wide open. Okay. I went here, and then there's a door all the way to the right. That one's open. Behind it. Are in the bedroom over there? They're still asleep. Sure. Have you checked the 911? Yes. No, every door. Oh my God.
Judge Samuel Huffman presiding. You may be seated.
All right, this is case 26 CRA 285, Caleb C. Flynn. Mr. Flynn, you have several charges here. Count 1 is a murder charge, is a count felony of the first degree. Count 2 is 2 and 3 are both felonious assault charges, second degree felonies. Count 4 is tampering with evidence, a third degree felony. And that's count 4. Count 5 is tampering with evidence, a third degree felony. Mr. Falker?
Your Honor, Mr. Flynn would tender pleas of not guilty and would ask for this matter to be scheduled for a preliminary hearing. Mr. Flynn is residing in Tipp City. He doesn't own a commercial flooring company.
This guy almost looks like a. It's just, it's obviously the shadowing in his eyes, but it just kind of makes me think of the Joker right now.
Mr. Flynn, we're going to set your case for a preliminary hearing for next week on February 26th at 1 p.m. You do have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford one, you can apply to the public defender's office and they'll determine if you're eligible for a court-appointed attorney. Do you understand all of that?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything you'd like to say to the court with regards to a bond in this case?
I'm so sorry you cut out there.
Is there anything you'd like to tell the court with respect to bond in this case?
I don't really understand that, so no, sir.
So the court has to establish a bond, sir, to ensure your appearance, okay? So the court will establish a bond and you have the right to tell me, hey, I'm not a flight risk, I am a flight risk, or anything of that nature. Is there anything you would want to tell me about that?
Sir, I just want to take care of my daughters. I'm not at risk. I
understand. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, the court is going to order a $2 million blanket bond in this case, covering all of your charges. Should you post bond in this case, the court will order that you be on pretrial services electronically monitored house arrest. Furthermore, the court will order that you will have no contact whatsoever, directly or indirectly through a third party with.
Yeah, there's no way that they're going to.
You are not permitted to speak to them in any way, shape, or form. That includes electronic communications. You are not allowed to communicate through family members whatsoever. Do you understand all of that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. We're adjourned. Thank you, sir.
All right. I know you were coming in. Is there an echo by any chance now? I hope to God not.
Yeah, let me talk a few times. Mike, get your QC in here. Let us know what's going on, man. I still kept my Sures, my wired. I mean, it's not a big deal. Just I really wanted to use those. These are just really cool. But if it don't work out, then it don't work out.
I was going to check it on YouTube, but it's, let's see. Okay, Jake's got something here. Then I went up and was asking him if he had checked on juveniles. My first thoughts was he checked on the children from the old urban legend about the babysitters. Okay, it's all good now. Okay, good. Okay, thank you. Anyone, Jenny, Mom, Jake,
Yeah. Say hi to my mom, everybody.
Yes, she's thank you for supporting your son through all these years so he could be on Meet Us in the Man Cave. Okay, to give you guys, if you're like, this is kind of like I hate to say this is so terrible, but I think the world we live in today, we're not shocked to hear this stuff. What's that?
You just gotta say it. I mean, I didn't know if you were afraid of like saying something offensive towards this guy or something like that, but I mean, what's coming out that he did? I mean, I'm getting like Chris Watts vibes.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
And
share some more. Yes, please do.
That son of a bitch. I mean, I don't care. Okay, here's one thing. I don't care what you're doing in life. I don't care what you have going on. You built a family. You're afraid to lose your family. Whatever the choices or the circumstances may be. I mean, you cheat on your wife. Whatever you've done, dude. Nothing needs to come to the point where anybody needs to lose their life. You know what I mean? Just be a man, own up to what you did, and try to resolve it as amicably as possible. And, I mean, I don't see a reason why. I mean, I hope by the end of it, you can at least be friendly with, someone that used to be your life partner. Like, there's no circumstances where this ever needs to be okay.
Yeah, I don't want to sit here or stand here on a pedestal where I've had my share of ex girlfriends. And have I ever wanted? I can't even phantom. I'm very thankful that my brain doesn't work that way. Um, so I don't know what it's like. I don't know what it's like to be this guy right now, sitting in a very small room, his mind racing in directions I'm glad I don't understand what he's thinking now, or someone who else is committing a crime right now. I hate to say it, but we know it's happening. Um, like you said, Chris Watts. That's
Yeah.
I think a lot of you have heard enough about Chris Watts. This situation happened back in 2018 when he decided to take away not only his wife, a pregnant wife, and his two little girls. What gives that person a right, or anyone for that matter, to take them? Oh,
There's never.
I'm trying so hard. I mean, I could say what I want, obviously, but I'm trying to keep my own heart rate down. you know?
At no point do you ever have the right to no. I don't care what's going on in your head. In your head, you don't have a right to even inflict, like, personal non-well-being, like to wish to wish ill of your. I mean, just keep your head up, uh, keep your head high, take the high road a little bit, and just you know recognize you did wrong and move on. Shit.
And then some people, like with go back to Watts, some people have speculated, well, because they are already in so much debt and he wanted to start his new life over with. The reasons why he what? So you don't want to pay child support. You're already filing bankruptcy on a house you couldn't afford in the first place. You have a new girlfriend on the side, so you decided, okay, well, I'll just do what I did.
No fucking way.
I
No fucking
mean,
way.
that's
Debt? Who
court
cares?
of
I
public
mean,
opinion. You know what I mean?
in the grand scheme, who the fuck cares? I mean, debt's we're all in debt as soon as we're born. We're all a piece of paper. We're that's our life. We're a slave to the government. I mean, you might as well get used to that shit. So if you're talking about that, no, that's just fucking dumb. She gave that man 3 beautiful kids. I mean, no, never. If you
And
invest in a woman will only invest back into your life. She'll build you a home. She'll give you hope. She'll give you life. Like, never. Fuck that.
yeah, and some of us, you know what? I'm not going to sit here and feel sorry for myself, but I understand exactly what you're saying because all you have to do is just witness that as having a soul for yourself, for having morals. You can respect that. And if it hasn't happened to you yet, it may happen to you someday. So yeah, just I guess what I'm trying to get at is, if you're like me and you don't have that opportunity to have your best friend by your side, then he totally screwed that up. I mean, it's like trying to figure this out. I mean, okay, I'm being selfish right now, Chris. I'm trying to figure out how this man's brain is operating. The reality of it is there's two little girls right now that lost their mother that was there. I can't even think of OJ Simpson. You know, his kids upstairs.
I haven't even thought about the kids yet.
The kids, they
That
lost
makes
their
me
mom, they
even
lost
more
their
fucking
dad.
mad.
I mean, I'm literally being selfish, trying to figure out how does a psycho's brain work. Meanwhile, there's two little girls that don't even understand what's going to happen in the next 30 seconds because their world has just been totally destroyed.
I got nothing. I haven't even thought about that yet. I've actually been thinking more about what he's been telling kids as a youth leader at churches. Honestly, like that's why I'm not anti-church. You do whatever you want to do in life. I don't need, you know, a building to worship anything in. I believe our body is our temple. I mean, if we're created by God, I mean, I believe that can be your temple right there. I mean, just treat it well and live a good life. Like, but yeah, I don't want to get anti-church, but man, that is crazy to hear stuff like that. I mean, that he was a youth pastor. Oh
You know,
God.
it, it's ironic that last week during our live, unfortunately, there's probably only 1% or 2% of people out there that watched it all the way through because of course, you know, we go on and on. But it
We
seemed
have
like
fun. We have fun. We
we
have
have
3 hours,
fun.
3 hours worth of fun.
So, you know, okay, I think I could speak for Chris right now. We're selfish. We're enjoying our lives at the moment. So, you know, if you got things that you got to do, I get it. But we're having fun, and hopefully you can see that. But my whole point of it is, I would say right when I believed, I think Chris as well, and even Jake was there with us. Well, just when we thought it was going to end, all of a sudden we got into about, I don't want to just say men's mental health because let's face it, women have physical and mental health issues too.
Hmm.
And it just seemed like the conversation got more, you know, it's just another thing to talk about that was very interesting to all of us. And sure as shit, here we are talking about mental health issues. Oh God.
Well, we just had a guy at our school. Literally, this guy lives probably 5 minutes from me. He ended up, I guess, he led the police on a high speed chase, hurrying to get home. So they went ahead and locked down the school. So, you know, Natalie was stuck there. Both my kids were stuck there. Dustin's kids were, I don't want to go into too much detail, but
Yeah.
everybody was on lockdown, right?
Yeah.
This dude led him on a chase, brought him home, like kept his wife and his daughter like in the home, threatened to like burn it down, shoot anybody who would come near. Like there's been so much in the last week within 10 to 15 minutes of where I live that I'm like, what the fuck is going on with people right now? I mean, I don't understand right now. I never thought it would in Laura. Like I never thought
That's a
it
person
would
he's
it
talking
would be.
about, not where he lives.
I don't care. I got guns. I got guns. I ain't worried. But I
He,
just
he's got whippets. I can't say that either.
I got pew pews. I'm fine.
Pew pews.
I don't know what. It's always weird when something hits a small town. I think
Yeah.
we were talking about. There was a word I was going to use. We were just talking about it. Shit. Give me a second.
While he's doing that, I want to give a shout out to a friend of ours who recently restarted a new brand, a new podcast.
Oh
You may have
yeah.
heard of him, Mr. Well, I was going to say Chris Morgan. He has, I'm going to butcher, it's Unleashed, and he's on the second episode right now. And it's you know what? If you enjoy Christopher Morgan, if you want to hear of another side of him other than why he will talk about that too. But I highly recommend you go check it out. It's on Spotify. or if you go over to Facebook, just find Chris Morgan there, and boom, he's just sharing the link right there in his Facebook or Unleashed. You guys will find it. But yeah, go check it out. Some really cool stuff. And like I said, he's on episode 2 right now.
Fuck, I don't remember what I was gonna say.
I was hoping that would help.
But let me see if I can find that real fast, and so we can get people to go follow, because I love the most recent episode Chris just did there. Everybody out there should know how I feel about,
And it's mental health. Pretty much.
Yep, men's mental health, as well as vulnerabilities. Just kind of humbling yourself and coming to grips with, these are my shortcomings. Let me work on them, things like that. And he just did an episode which I think he knocked out of the park. I think he did a great job.
Really good.
He showed his vulnerabilities. He humbled himself. He didn't hold anything back, and he just put it out there for interpretation. And that takes a lot of courage and a lot of balls, honestly.
Yeah, I started listening to it, and then I started getting involved with something else. I'm like, okay, I'll listen. That's the beauty of it. You can always listen anytime you want. And in fact, I'm gonna listen to it again. I know I got like, I want to say it's like an hour and 25 minutes. So I got like an hour and 7 minutes in. So I didn't get the final, but I think, what, I'll just listen to it again. and I'm not just spreading the word out because he gives us a big shout out. Trust me, it has nothing to do with that. We appreciate the love and all that, but you guys, you owe it to yourself to check out the Unleashed podcast. It's 2 in, and it's only going to grow from here. I think it's going to do better than the original, the last podcast. I truly do, because you're going to get the best of both worlds, I guess is the best way to describe it.
Yeah, I love what he's doing.
Cool.
I've talked to him several times, personally, obviously over the phone and stuff like that. He's always recognized the fact that, Halloween Unleashed, which was his old podcast, and then he had HMMAT before that. He's been doing it for a while. He's got a lot of experience. He's been, doing different things with different people, a lot of co-hosts and stuff like that. He's always wanted a format like this, where he can just come on, be himself, have topics to discuss, bring people on when he wants to, and not be held down to one format, because that's kind of how he felt about Halloween Unleashed, because there's only so many times you can talk about Halloween movies, guys.
Yeah. So what we do.
right. We have witnessed that over the years. I've talked to Chris for so long. I mean, 2017 probably.
Yeah, and to be not to interrupt, Morgan, if you were listening right now, hell, I don't even exactly remember when we started ours, because he was trying to he apologized. I remember listening to that point. I'm thinking, I don't know, you might be right. It just seems like it was years ago, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know.
But I mean, the man's got a gift. The man can talk. He can tell you a story. He's just got a natural gift at just talking about stuff. And he's always wanted a format like this, and I just applaud him going after it, just giving it his all. He wants to make something out of this, and I appreciate it. And hell yeah, everybody go follow it. You'll learn after a couple episodes that the man can just talk. He can tell you a story like it's nothing.
And selfishly, Chris, I think with Morgan's Unleashed podcast, if people really enjoy what he's doing over there, they might say, well, I'll listen to Unleash tonight, and I'll listen to Meet Us in the Man Cave tomorrow night. So I think it's a win-win. I really do.
I love that he gave us a shout out. I mean, that's amazing, but he's spoken about, having people on. He's approached me about it. I absolutely would. I look up to the dude. I mean, I think he's a great guy. I would at any time. and I'm sure Scott would say the same thing.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's just like I would be as involved as he wants me to be, and I would also cheerlead him at the same time. Like I'm whatever he needs me to be. It's all good. As well as I know we would have him here to talk about, anything.
Oh,
Fucking
he
any
better.
topic he wanted to.
Yeah, that'll be something to look forward to, guys. Whenever the time is right for all three of us, to be here or be there or be everywhere and all that. So,
Yeah, why not, man? Why
yeah.
not just I mean, if we got
In other words, part
some
3
sort of yeah, if we've got some sort of platform, like let's fucking have fun, man.
Oh yeah. So I think Morgan, if he was standing here right now or sitting right here, he would love that rule. Number one rule is you gotta have fun. At least you do over here. Over there, I hope we can just spread the encouragement. Have some fun. You got to, because I think we are learning, especially after the majority of this conversation, this podcast, this live stream right now. There are some, and I hate it, but it's the reality. These little girls at a very young age, unfortunately, are already confused about how life is too short. And I hate to think that little girls or little boys ever have to
Thanks
think
for
that or
getting us
feel
back
that.
on topic. I did sidetrack us a little bit, sir.
It's
Sorry.
okay. I think it helps the yin and the yang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I maybe I did that because I just can't.
Your soul tells you to, I think.
Yeah, I can't go down that road. I can't imagine. All I can pray for is that I hope there's a family member that is going to step up and take those little girls in. I mean, you got.
Yeah.
I don't.
And
I got nothing. That makes me so fucking mad right now.
The reality of it is we're gonna learn more about this case. There's no doubt about it. And I think every time that I go through Tipp City, it's just gonna be, I can't help but think you know what I mean? And
Mike, I feel you on that one, brother. We could sit back and we could say that all day long.
We say 8 minutes early or just wait 8 minutes. I've got like a clock here, a clock here. Yeah. But you know what? After we do our, I've got some a positive thing that I'll share here after that. Okay. Trust me. You already know what it is, but I've at least got it updated for everyone to see.
What do you want to do? Do you want to put this baby to bed? I mean, he gets an hour of our time. That's it. Let's move on past this guy.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Absolutely. I guess
honestly, I feel like it's
yeah,
it's getting to the point where I'm getting mad.
I'll just end it with naturally of course my heart goes out to what's going on with the family, the town. I can't help but think of Tipp City right now. Okay. And I'm not trying to weaken. I think it's just because I have a personal connection with that town. And that is a piece. We know shit can happen anywhere. But Tipp City is like around here in the Miami Valley area, which technically it's somewhat considered. It is one of those little towns where everybody knows each other's names. Their downtown is super small. Chris would love the car shows that they have there every year.
I love Tipp City.
In other words, you could their downtown shops. In other words, there's nothing going out of business there. There's a lot of foot traffic, great independent restaurants there. It's a great place to raise a family. And
I'm sad that they're getting this attention, this nationwide attention for a negative topic. That's what I'm sad about.
Let's put it this way. When I was working as a FedEx guy, this police was so used to me. I know you can't really say this too much, but I was driving around that truck without a seatbelt on half the time. They didn't care because it was just one of those little Andy Griffith type of towns. So, plus they knew I wasn't going to do something stupid, I guess. I don't know. Because I'm in and out of truck so much in Tipp City. I really was. Oh my God. If I ever really want to lose weight, I'd say, hey, give me a route in Tipp City doing the same stuff. And oh my God. Then again, I'd have to, you know,
Yeah, I feel you. Mike, it is too serious. Man, it's because it hit us. I mean, I'm out in the country. Scott's in kind of a more
yeah. City,
metropolitan
it's a
area. I
city.
mean, he's really trying. Huber Heights is really trying to like grow their space. I mean, they're getting pretty
It has.
serious out there. I've obviously opted to move way out of there. So this little town being so close to us and just hearing all the things that are coming out about it, I approached Scott about it and I was like, I feel like we got to talk about this because it's so close to home
Yeah.
and there's so much shit going on with it. But
I felt bad because I didn't know anything about it, I was just really tired, stuck in, just I didn't get a break from the job at all for a week. I kid you not. And I didn't know what was going on in the real world. I guess
so that
sometimes that's a good thing.
that woman, um, I my condolences. That's all I really want to say. I feel horrible about it. She, I know plenty of people in my friends group that knew her. I didn't know her personally, but nobody deserves that, especially considering I think I've heard from my friends the life that she led, which was, she was volunteer here, volunteer there. She was always trying to help out in the community. She knew several people. She was always a good friend. Like so many positive things I've heard about her, and to just hear that happened, and then now all this stuff is coming out about him. It just makes me fucking so mad. Like
I
no
I heard
man has a right to do that.
I heard some, or I was reading some comments, and then I don't want to say we'll end it after what I say, but we all agree we got to move on. People have left comments. People in the neighborhood are not surprised about this guy. I don't,
Mm-mm.
this could be trolls in the comment section, so I try to keep that in mind too. And your mom was saying,
I'm not going to put all that out there, but there is infidelity issues. Um, there's certain things she was in the midst of filing for divorce. Uh, this is all, of course, small town stuff bubbling up.
yeah,
But
guess they better.
that's just Chris Watts, man. It's fucking Chris Watts again.
Plus, I heard something about her profile on one of her social medias. It changed, but then again, I'm just hearing hearsay stuff. You know what I mean?
No, he was already. That's one of his charges is tampering with evidence. Supposedly, he
Oh my
doctored up
God, it
the.
almost sounds like, oh dear Lord. As soon as you said that, I thought of that poor girl where her fiance. I was actually, I had my living room like 24 Halloween kills mask painting as I'm watching this thing go. Gabby Patino,
Oh yeah.
her boyfriend did the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Fuck.
Is okay. I think I'll say it this way. I firmly believe the guy needs to be, from his, what. I think you get
Fair.
the picture. You remember
Fair.
that game we played in grade school called Hangman? There we go.
Fair.
All righty. Well, now we get to move on. I think I'm watching the clock for all of us. Okay.
I must make a new selection. Hang on.
So while Chris is doing that, while Chris is doing that, I seriously do want to thank all of you that have been supporting Chris and I here on this channel. It does mean a lot to us. I mean, I even told Chris not too long ago, if Mike never joins us again, that's it. I'm done. I'm done. And if his mom doesn't come on here and at least share her thoughts, that's it. I'm going off to write some poetry. But the fact that she's here and Mike's here, we will move on. So I want to thank all of you, and you know who you are, for supporting us, for at least hanging out with us, whether we have an echo or not. And that killed enough time for me to just simply, yeah. What the fuck you drinking?
Scott, I've got an old friend for you.
I feel like a DJ right now.
I like it. I like that.
You got an old friend. Uh-oh. I'm listening. Oh, is that 21? Oh, you.
Boop, boop, boop,
I
boop.
think tonight's appropriate for that. Damn it.
Oh, it even pours like an adult. Oh my lord.
I would
Holy shit, I forgot.
just rubbing this in Mike's face right now, I bet.
Holy shit, I forgot about this. Oh my goodness.
Oh, the neighbors knew a lot. Yep.
All right.
All right. You know what?
We're such a small channel right now. Let me go ahead and hit you with one last little fact that's going to make you hate this guy. Should I?
I was going to go out there and get another bottle, but now I'm intrigued.
Okay, little birdie told me, he gave both the girls NyQuil before they went to bed. Like dosed them with NyQuil so they would go to sleep. That's premeditation if I've ever heard it.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and okay, I'll be right back.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Oh my Lord. This thing is amazing. Mike, do you have this yet? My Lord, sir. Get you some of that. Look how pretty. Look at the
Yeah, I am jealous.
Look at the little cowboy tassels there. No cowboys.
That stuff is, yes. I mean, for the moment, dang it. What? Oh, the audio went down. Where the heck is the I didn't push it. I didn't push it good.
Smoosh it real good.
I am going to actually, of course, I've had this bottle for probably over 10 years now. And
don't. Oh, okay.
Look at it. Even done. No.
Okay, the Willet. All right.
I was going to get something else that I like. Chris, I'm buzzing. Cheers. I've never had this before. I've seen that it's like 50.
That's the Willet single pot.
Yes.
Pot still.
It's so tasty.
Which is a cool bottle.
I dream of Genie.
Yeah, it's a cool bottle.
Oh,
it's actually made to replicate the pot stills that they use to make the liquor.
Rusted.
Oh no. That's the first party foul we've ever had. No.
Well, thanks for watching. Good night.
Do you have a? Oh man.
I'm
you have a
bitch. Yeah.
Oh, be careful.
Yeah, this isn't my first. Well, wine. You know
I'm
what I mean?
biting my nails like a little girl.
I'm just gonna baby it. I can't. Yeah. Wait a minute. Okay.
I'm not sure.
You've had a. And then I'm trying to baby this thing in there right now. Oh no! The cork falling in. Got it out just as the music ended. There's some cork in there.
Okay, that's good.
You know what? Fuck it.
Does it smell like a Dusty?
Damn it. Son of a bitch. This is what you get for keeping certain. And this might, you know what? To hell with it. I don't know yet, you know? At least the cork hasn't. I don't see any floaters in there.
That's good.
It's really good.
Is it good?
Yeah, even with a busted cork.
All right. Now we just got to approach the subject of how do we cork that back?
You can actually get this little plastic things to put on there. I used to have, you know, a filler, you know. But you know what? It could be worse. It could be worse. I could have dropped the thing and it shattered.
I might have
everywhere.
some spares back there. I might have a cork.
Or I could do that. I can do that. But man, you
know what I want to try is the Willet purple top. I want to try that really bad.
Have the right tools for it. Sorry. But
I do want to get it. It's just they want so much money for it, and I'm just like, I don't know. I'd rather spend it on other stuff right now, but I'll eventually break down and probably get a Willet.
Oh, and yeah,
Truthadelic.
I love this stuff. I absolutely fell in love, and of course, it's not their. You know what? I'm right
still
now,
on a Pixel.
I'm one of these days I'm going to come across, or Chris and I are going to go take a trip to Munster, Indiana.
Yes,
and
we are.
Invest in a shitload of, you know, blinding light. And for some of you are like, I keep hearing you talk about blinding light. I haven't seen that podcast. Blah, 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 blah. Well, it'll be something special because I don't know. There's just something. If any of you, since now I think we're on the subject of tasty beverages for right now. If any of you out there, when it comes to adult beverages, or even you'll say your favorite water, which Huber Heights pisses me off, you know, my rates went up $23 here because, you know, they want to paint the water tower.
Is that what they said?
Oh yeah, it was actually in one of their fucking want to paint the water tower. I'm sure it didn't sound, but in my head, that's what it sounded like.
You know, I wish you collectively as a community would have just handed them like a paint bucket and a brush and be like, well, get your fucking ass up there.
I mean, I feel sorry for the rest of this country because we know everything has gone up like there's no tomorrow with a lot of things. Here in Heber Heights, there's certain corners where you actually get fuel prices lower than other places in the Miami Valley area. And it's like, some people are like, yeah, well, at least the fuel prices down. I'm like, yeah, right here in this corner. But it's not like that in Columbus or Cincinnati. I mean, it's not as high as it was. And, you know, Mike's saying, yeah, I don't want to hear your fuel prices issue. But the grocery store, we all know that. Man, I'm going from an asshole in Tipp City to fucking high prices. I think it's because the court got me down.
This is who we are. We got to embrace it.
You know what? I'll share something good here. I'm so sorry, guys. I am so sorry. I have a little video thing here for, well, I've already shared it in the community and some on Facebook, just an image, but you're going to play, right? And stuff. Hey, are you? Oh, I guess I can play
and stuff.
There we go. I kind of hit this thing. I get my
I was just thinking, where'd you get that music?
It's
Where'd
it's
that
my
come
creative outlet. Yeah, we'll get into music too here. Yeah. So there's the list. There was 6. I carefully watched. I went back and come on. Chris and I were doing a lot of Woodford. We were also introducing other, spirits. So somehow we forgot to add up, even though it was physically right. But I watched it twice. There were 6 balls.
Was there?
And then we were trying to figure out in the next video, I was trying to figure this out. I'm like, well, who the hell? So I'm like, all right, we know because Mike knows he's 99. Jake knows he's 82. We know Sherry's. Then I'm like, what? I'm like, okay. It was Andrew. We said like a month ago. So then I feel bad. So Chris, I'm going to ask you. I'm
Yeah.
going to ask you now because I just don't want to assume. Since Todd has come on here and he's been helpful and all that, and he's been supportive, and we've had some other ones that's kind of came along, but. What if we added at least Todd and another individual, which is not here right now, to this list? 2 more individuals. Or would that be bad? Or would they just get that fucking oven mitt?
What would that take it to? 8?
Yeah, 8.
Add 2 more.
I say we get.
I see your 2, and I raise you 2, sir. Let's take it to 10. It's a nice round number.
10. Okay. So now we got to come up.
Is that okay, guys? Is that okay?
I mean,
I guess we should ask them.
Yeah. Since they're one with quality control, helping out with echo and everything else. And let's see, Wawa was. Yes, you're right. I did. When I was coming back from bringing Zach back from.
What do you know about Wawa, Mom? Hey, Wawa is Mama upside down.
That's right. That's right.
Oh man.
I'm so glad you turned that around and didn't make it to a Canadian bird reference. But if we're going to add 4 more, I'll add Todd. There's another individual that at least it's not here tonight, but he has been following us a lot here lately. He at least was very positive about the community, the little party thing and all. I can't think of your name right now, but we'll add your name to it. I'll make sure tomorrow I'll update the list. Of course.
So we need more balls. We need more balls.
We need 4 more balls. Mike, I hope to God you can be respectful with 4 more people. I want to have, if you don't mind, I'll put Todd as 69. It's hilarious, dude.
Okay.
I'm doing that.
Let me go get the
him and Tim Crumry. So, yes. And keep in mind, folks, it's not like this is the only time that Chris and I are going to do it. And we're doing this for people that have been supporting us. I'm going to say it right now, since I was trying to be a little bit filtered on our other subject, out of respect. But the last winner.
So hold the fuck on. Hold the fuck on. You're going to make me go through like 100 balls right now to find 69?
No, we'll get that. You've got till next Friday to find 69. But since Chris could hear, I want to go ahead and say it now. The last person that won that mask, the one that I just went gaga over, never bothered responding back. And that pissed me off. Not to mention the t-shirt. So, you know what? This is going out to people that we know that have been there, that have been supporting us. We feel better about who's going to win a rehaul that, that we're going to mess up for you. Okay.
I mean, that was a fucking legit mask. That was a Rick Ramby DUI. Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's.
But that's the risk we.
Yeah.
The risk we make. I mean, we got like 100 subscribers, and we're grateful for that. So we just gotta call it even.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like you said, it's a risk we're gonna take. And oh, by the way,
we got exactly what we wanted, which was just generating a little more interest. I think those videos were all like 1,000 views, weren't they? I mean, that was something.
Yeah. still show Dick some respect, man.
Yeah.
And then if you're into gaming, Chris and I were talking a little bit about, I'm thinking about getting a PC so we can get some more of this Twitch stuff. So there you can click on Man Cave Mask right there, that link, if you see it. While Chris
That's
is
what I'm
doing
talking
that.
about. That's what I'm
So
talking
yeah,
about.
I got that up there. If you're on Twitch, because I'm hoping we can get Twitch more involved with live stuff. So that's just still trying to figure that stuff out in the future for that. But for gaming, yeah. And then of course you can follow us. I'm hoping to get that channel.
69.
69. There you go. So Todd, I'll call you tomorrow. You're in the running for a rehaul mask, which I know his wife is truly going to adore when it's quality time between the two of them.
I found it. Hell yeah.
And of course, subscribe today if you haven't yet. You know why? Because Chris's mom will not be mad at you. That's why.
She'll be sad. Do you want to make my mom sad? Really?
Yeah, you don't want to make her sad.
That's fucking outrageous if you want to do that.
She's got to.
I can't believe that.
When Chris and Mrs. Chris, when they're out working and Chris's mom is retired, she's trying to make sure those girls are not running across the street, because sometimes they forget to look both ways.
Mhm.
And she's got to look over those roosters and those hens. So don't make Chris's mom mad. So, all righty. And Jen, if you're still here, I like that.
Okay, who we drawing for right now?
I'll tell you what. There's my phone. I'm looking right at it. I'm gonna try my best to look this up quick enough. This individual has been following us more here lately, and I even told him in the community because very positive. And how do I find the community here? I used to do stuff on the computer, not my phone so much. Community. There we go. Read more. And where are the comments at? Oh, there they are. Mr. Was it
Mr. Magoo?
Mr. Damn it, I really need some glasses. Damn it. This sucks. Mr. Me, and you know what? I'll make sure I have this in the can you see it? Here, duh. I'll share it on the damn computer.
Okay.
Duh.
We're gonna figure this shit out.
I hate to admit it, but I'm gonna say it right now. I need bifocals. I shit you not, I do. It sucks. When I'm trying to read print, it drives me nuts. I want to get a magnifying glass when I do that shit.
You know, you got the sinus thing. You know what I got? I got like blotchy skin, dude. It's fucking driving me nuts, dude.
That's yeah. Where the hell is that post at? You gotta be kidding me.
I have the worst skin in the world, I think.
Are you using
that's why I drink. That's why I drink.
Are you using aloe vera? No, I shouldn't. When I was a teenager, I had really bad skin.
I'm gonna pour some more.
Okay, I'll share the screen now. Okay, we've got Mike, of course. I'm sorry, the Lone Coyote quality control, and then this Mr. See, I can't see if it's an N or an M.
Oh yeah. I got you.
This gentleman, or well, Mr. Duh. He will be
Mr. Neo.
Can I raise that? Raise that. Play poker. It's
Neogman?
Mr.
Neogman official. Mr. Neogman official. Mr. Neogman.
Let's get everybody on YouTube just use Smith or John Wick.
let's get him in there. Ready?
Righty.
Uh, 80.
80. Okay, so we'll put that down. He'll be thrilled about that. Keep that in your actually let me put that on my notes real quick. John, I'm gonna have to go back and you know what, Jameson would be good. Your mom suggested Jameson. So 80.
I don't know. Not sure how he would. I want to make sure it's someone that would appreciate it.
Yeah.
Not. I don't think Jameson's into the Halloween scene, and I'm sure he wouldn't mind me saying that.
I get it. I mean, right now Todd's probably going
Neo Eggman, Dr. Neo. Okay,
I'm making sure I copy and paste in my notes.
I have noticed him quite a bit.
Yes, tonight it was obviously not a good night, which hey, you got to respect. But yeah, I mean, like I said, he at least was very positive and cheered on the winners. So you're going to be happy to know that you're going to be a part of it. So we need at least 2. Well, shit. No, that's 8. Yeah, we need 2 more, correct?
2 more.
2 more. I'd say go ahead and.
I got a wild. I don't know. Is that weird?
What's that?
I don't know.
Are you having a bad experience with your sip?
No, I had a weird idea. What if we throw like somebody crazy into it? Okay. Obviously, someone that don't need a mask, but just someone that dude has given me back so much. Like, it would just be cool. Like, hey man, this is a mask that I finished. What if I would love to do that sort of thing? What if we did something like that? Just a crazy idea. Someone that we obviously look up to in the mask community, but if we wanted to send him a mask, what if we put Morgan into it and Falco?
Oh, they would laugh their asses off, and if they need a good laugh, why not?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
that's okay.
Fuck it. They're always sending, yeah.
That would be cool, though.
Let's do that. We'll have Falco, Jimmy Falco, and Chris Morgan into this. Why the fuck not? Why not? And if they win, everybody's going to be so pissed off.
You know what? I mean, at that point, like...
it'll be entertaining. And then after that...
And that's all we're here for, right?
Yeah.
All right, 94.
94 will be...
Probably when, Jimmy Falco was born, so we'll just give him that.
Oh my God.
I don't even...
Son?
I don't even know.
Okay, we'll put 94 as Jimmy Falco.
Okay.
Oh my God, the pressure is on.
We need to do a short of this, and I'm going to send it to Chris.
Oh my God, the pressure is definitely on.
Chris, your lucky number.
1
is 44.
44. 44.
44. I love it. That's just fun.
Oh, Jesus. I just thought of as I'm
These guys need no fucking help. They need no fucking masks. They can make top quality masks by themselves, from latex to mold to sculpt to everything. But yeah, here's our mask. I love it.
Yay. I just want a Tots Rehome mask. Yeah.
Yes.
I got fucking 5-gallon buckets of latex behind me getting ready to pour a bunch of other. Thanks, guys. I wanted the fucking oven mitt instead, but thank you.
You know what? That is exactly how we do this channel, and I think it'd be perfect. That would be hilarious.
I'm cheering on. No offense to Morgan and Falco. No offense at all.
Mm-hmm.
Because I could hear them if they were right here right now. They'd probably saying, "Yes, I agree." They're cheering on the other individuals to win. Oh, but this should be entertaining.
Oh, that's fucking funny as fuck.
But I ask of you, I'm asking you this: if the winner, you draw it out one of those numbers, and you're not happy with the results, don't, if you remember how Steve Jobs used to do, how at the end he kind of, because you knew after the second one, he'd be like, oh, I forget his exact words, like, and another thing. So just remember that. Stick around after the the results of the winter, because you just never know. You just never know what may happen. Will there be a possible? I can't share it, but I can tell you one thing: it's not going to be sad news. At least I hope not, depending on how the internet and Riverside works. But just not, don't jinx it. No.
Guys, we want to be motivated with this thing anyways, and we want to do enough masks where we can, have shit like this all the time. So don't worry about that. We plan to be working on a bunch of these. It's just something that we want to do because we love the creative experience of it.
Yeah. Number by paint masks is what we're looking into doing. That's for sure. I mean, wait a minute. Did I just get that way?
Paint by numbers.
Yeah, paint my numbers. and if you haven't figured it out yet, if Chris's daughters are just not, working on cars, it just doesn't, but maybe the whole figuring out how to do this mask thing works for them. So this is the whole purpose behind it.
I think Ember could get really into it. Honestly, she's been really experimenting with her fucking nails and her piercings and shit like that. She might be into it.
That's a horrifying experience to share right there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Can I say something that's here we go. No, I want the mask, damn it. Thanks for that. Well, you know what?
Thanos, you're coming. I know. It's inevitable.
You know what? We're just trying to make this a little bit more of an opportunity for others, since you've already been a mask winner yourself. So, but you're still in the running. And we could have been like, you know what? No, you can't. You've already won one. No, I'm not going to do that. But no, I'm sure I could share enough to where, look, if you've got kids yourself, you get it, especially if they're teenagers. But what was it last weekend? Dear Lord, his oldest, she was drawing blood left and right on all of her friends, and still, I guess they still want to come around her.
It's kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you got pretty much a whole room surrounded with Michael Myers shit, and then you got somebody over in the corner just fucking continuously fucking stabbing people.
Just standing in line, like there. I mean,
wild.
Every once in a while, I take a look over, and there's just one that out of the I don't know, there's a half a dozen, of her friends there, and there's this one. She just looked like after. I mean, there was this look at her face with a towel for the longest time, because I remember I'm sitting next to Chris's mom. We're just talking, and it's like she hadn't budged. She just, if her face was turning any more white, but she hung in there. I'll give her that, because I told myself, just keep an eye on her, because you never know.
Is she turning white?
Because ironically, I think out of all of Ember's friends, she was probably the tiniest one too. So I don't know, but that's something that you know what, you got me just on a dime, had me just stop to think. Yes, I'm glad. We'll go back to the mental health thing. I'm glad, and I'm sure Chris would have no problem with this, because this is a good positive thing. I'm glad that you're here, Mike. I believe it was you. It could have been someone else that said that this was kind of therapeutic for you when we do this stuff. And if it helps you out, then the pressure's on, because I feel like, and if it wasn't you, just if you wouldn't mind agreeing right now, quality control. But
I love that. I want to be, for lack of a better word, I want to be hard Harry. Like, that's what I want to be, dude. Like, I just want to be that movie when I think about it all the time. Like, I know we've done it several times and I've talked about it, and man, just talk hard. Just, God, I love that movie.
It's been a while since I've watched that movie. Oh man. But yeah, I should make this clear too. And Chris, if you wouldn't mind adding on to it. If you're watching this right now, please keep in mind, we are not professionals. We're not professionals at any level, except for me being a professional, being full of shit half the time.
Yeah, I've never claimed to be a professional at
Yeah.
fucking thing.
So I just want to make that very clear. You know, I'll try to do my best if you ever do reach out to us privately to just because I know my gut tells me from my own personal, you know, difficulties. I don't want somebody to solve my problems. I just want somebody there to listen every once in a while. And I don't think you need a professional for that, if you know what I mean. So just keep that in mind. You know, I'm not going to be able to prescribe you a happy pill that's going to say this is going to cure everything. And I'm not going to give you, I mean, shit, you should know by now. I'm certainly not going to give you the best advice, but I'll do everything I can to listen if it ever comes down to that.
That's it right there. That's it right there. I mean, just to sit in the uncomfortableness and just sit there and say, like, you're a flawed human. I'm a flawed human. Maybe we can figure this shit out together. That's really all it is.
No doubt about it. I just, I don't know. I don't want to get political, but I just sometimes wish for once we'd wake up tomorrow and we'd stop, you know, judging the other person on the other side of the fence just because they have a different color they like than the color you like, and just listen. It's okay to disagree, but maybe just have a peaceful conversation about whatever it is. That's what I think we are missing, because I always believe that, like Chris, I really respect the fact that he truly understands 1,000,000% that it's his responsibility, along with Natalie, to raise their daughters and to help them to become better teenagers as of right now at this present, and eventually become young women and further on.
Mm-hmm.
If we had more parents like that again, I think those leading by examples would show, and you know, Capitol Hill again. Because right now all they want to do is like, no, you're wrong, no, you're wrong, no, you're wrong, nye, 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 nye. And what are people doing? We can't help it. It's in our nature, because we're supposed to look up to our, you know, our higher figures in life, our moms and dads. And that's what people are doing. They're seeing these politicians go, nye, 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 nye. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, fuck
We
them.
got to start figuring out a way to listen to one another again. That's what I feel. That's just my opinion, you know.
Fuck them. Most important job we'll ever have is raising our children, being a father, being a mother, that's the most important job in the world. You are raising the future, and those fucking 80, 90-year-old politicians, they are not the fucking future.
That's one hell of a
I
dig.
think we should have a sitting Senate rule. I don't think he should be sitting for 20, 30 plus fucking years. Like,
No, you're
we are not Rome. The Roman Council, I mean, had shit like that. Like, and Rome imploded from the inside. Do we really want to be Rome version 2, version 3, version 4, whatever you want to call it? Do we really want to do that? I think the U.S. Senate needs a definite policy shift. We need to definitely see. I mean, I'm not going to get too crazy on things, but do we really need a Nancy Pelosi? Do we need a Chuck like in there that long? Like,
yeah, after a while, it's just like, come on, guys.
let's get some fresh. Let's
Yeah.
get some fresh ideas, fresh meat in there. The same shit is not going to keep playing out. Like, you can't keep doing this, especially when our system is pretty much imploding from the inside out. Like, it ain't working. Let's get something fresh in there. This ain't working right now. Politicians are corrupt, and the system is fucked.
And it's sad too, because it shows. I mean, it's not hard to figure out. The only reason why they're doing it is because of the fucking money that they're making. So, I mean, it's just like, dear Lord, if I could just I'll change my name to Smith or Robinson or Taylor. People will vote for me because it's just that easy. I'll work like every 2 or 4 years to sell my bullshit, you know, to sell the lemon. And then once I get your vote, then I'm going to sit around and constantly, you know, do what we've been doing. And
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you
Agreed.
said, though, we need to get Capitol Hill is not a senior citizen, facility. That shit's got to stop. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful because I'm getting closer to that. Trust me, the way my damn bones are. But yes, we need to have a certain cutoff. It's just no. I don't. We need some fresher. I believe the children are the future. Then fucking get to it and let the children be the future. Then
You
not
know, there's people out
95
there with better ideas. You know, there is. They're essentially, I don't want. They're blocked. I was gonna use the word cock block, but they're blocked from being in there because we have sitting senates that are so fucking old. Like they won't let them in there. You know, there's better people that can come up
And
with
by the
fresher
way,
ideas.
not to interrupt, thank you, Chris's mom. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. I mean, shit. And by the way, Mike, I don't think we're ignoring you. We do appreciate your love. We love you too, man. Please, always. I don't know if you're having a bad day. You know what? And I'm being dead fucking serious. I want to hope I find the right one here. Here you go. You already know it. Boom. That's the best way. Because I could automatically just say, hey, Chris, Mike
I'd
said
give
this.
my mic. My mic. I just called him my mic. What the fuck is wrong with me?
If I could be like Mike, sorry.
I'd give Mike my
You
number
see,
at this point. I don't give a fuck.
yeah.
You
we
let me
should-
know, Mike. You can have my number.
And if you guys really respected me and Chris as well, because I've been, you know what? This is a time for Chris to say, finally, Scott, shut the fuck up.
Wait, where did what? How's he just gonna hit me with that? Where did I'm so confused right now. He obviously went to the bathroom, right? Wait. I think you can hear a toilet flush. There it goes. Yeah. I actually called that. I was like, wait, he's leaving me. And then we sat there for a second and I said, if you sit here for a second, you can hear the toilet flush.
I know you guys can, and that's the beauty. How many other live streams, how many Meets of the Man Caves are you going to hear toilet flush,
Yes.
Shit, man. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm thankful as hell that I call it Zach's bathroom. I've been here now for almost 10 years. And the one bathroom that's like in the hallway, that's Zach's bathroom, and mine's in the master bedroom. So yeah, I don't give a shit. Fuck it. We're all grown adults. If you haven't heard a toilet flush by now,
absolutely.
then
I was just trying to fill the air with toilet time. I guess.
toilet time. It's toilet talk. I know. I know I was gonna bring up something else about not in a negative sense or whatever. I was inspiring listening to Morgan's podcast today and all that, and like
Dude,
what we've been generally talking about and all that.
I can't.
Go ahead, please.
Sorry, I don't mean to
No, you're
interrupt.
not interrupting me.
It's literally like the how detail oriented that guy is, like certain circumstances and how they go, and being able to pull out certain like incidents. Like I'm not that detail oriented, which is weird because I'm super anal about a lot of stuff. But
Yeah.
the level he takes it to is like you're sitting there and you almost can understand that guy's entire life by how he describes things. Like when we describes things, it's kind of like cliff notes. We're like all over the place. We're bouncing off the walls like kind of squirrels, but he just lays things out so well. And I respect that. Like it's good. It's good storytelling.
It goes back to that part of my brain that wasn't sharing it verbally. That's what makes the world go around. Everybody has their their shine, their way of helping us all feel good about who we. Hey, I'm very thankful I have this person in my life. I'm so thankful that I can call this person a friend, and you get to enjoy something special about them and all that. And
By
that's a great thing about it too.
by the way, thank you for your kind words in the 75K, the 75K video. I love that video. I always have.
Um,
The one you just uploaded.
oh, well, phew, over my
That is, I mean, that's to get like kind words from Chris and kind words from you in the same day. That's a I mean that's
Oh yeah, yeah.
that's awesome, man. That's I thank you both highly.
Well, I guess if I could, if Morgan was here right now, no, thank you. I mean, because just be you. What I was basically, I wanted to be because I've had enough time to think about what I wanted to bring up. And I had to make sure that this isn't about me, but at the same time, I want to at least explain a little bit about some direction there. And Chris, I don't need to tell you the backstory, but the reality of it is the present of it, what it is. If it wasn't for you, I probably wouldn't felt the inspiration to at least say where my mindset was at. Why it all started back when we were, I want to say the lit got a little bit, or the fuse got a little bit lit when we were like at Horror Hound, when we would bump into people and like, hey, aren't you the guy from, hey, that guy you occasionally, and then just hearing you
Absolutely.
talk about that stuff and I started thinking, and I started just like, you know what, I miss the creativity. And then things started stirring up as I talked to you more about things that are private. And damn it, you know what? I'm a grown man. I'm an adult. I have to make decisions for myself on whatever path I choose. And I basically hid in the corner because what my mind, what I was going through, I just like, I don't want to deal with this shit anymore. I'm done. I can't do it. But I screwed myself out of what if. But the reality of it is it led me down a path to where I'm at now. And I'd rather be where I'm at now than where I could have been what if. So having the bonus of talking to you about the experience and then going through how they put it on, I think it's I forget, but in other words, the path I'm on now, if I had gone in a direction that I was originally going at, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. So it really turned out to be a positive. So it's say something in a way that look, I was in a situation in my life. It is what it is. I'm done with it. I am not debating it. I'm moving forward. And at least anything I have the opportunity, thankfully, Chris doesn't mind that I show some of those old archives. And there's there's reasons for it. It's not about, hey, look at me. It's about, this is a little bit of the past. Maybe you guys get to see some of the Meyer stuff, but we don't talk about it. But it helps, I think, maybe inspires, but at the same time saying thanks to Chris, and it helps me move forward. So that's
You
the best way to put it.
what's wild about that? It is at that point in my life, I was still kind of I mean, I've been in the Myers community so long, but I've been in the background. I've always been like watching things happen. I've never like actually put myself out there. So watching your videos and then eventually learning where you were from, which you know, I started to piece that together piece by piece, which because I know you don't want people knowing where you're from, but I was like, this dude's like, we're kind of neighbors. Like I would tell Natalie all the time, like, and he's going through a hard time right now. And I feel like if I could just reach out to this dude, if I could just find some way to connect with this dude, I think we would honestly hang out and have a beer. Like we would probably be pretty cool with things. Like it's so wild right now because I just got the feeling from your videos that we have the same kind of sense of humor, the same banter, all that stuff. And I was like, damn, I really hate that he's going through this bullshit right now. And then when we eventually hooked, like, met and started
Mhm.
talking, it was like reaffirmation, like I was fucking right. Like this dude's going through some stuff. Like he don't need to be going through some stuff. And then the more I would keep learning about said, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, the thing that happened, it was like realizing that I hated the fact that it was stunting your growth.
Yeah.
I hated the fact that it was like holding you back, kind of. And I was obviously I respected what you were going through, but at the same time, like when I would go through something like that, I get mad, and and I do the same thing of my friends. When I feel like my friends are going through things, I automatically get mad. So I got mad about a lot of stuff, but letting go of it is kind of just it's freeing.
It is.
It's nice, uh, but I want you to know at the same time your story was heard and it was visibly seen. Like I was watching your videos and I saw it unfold. And I just want you to know it wasn't your fault. It wasn't anything to do with you. You don't need to feel any sort of way about things because I know you felt certain things
No.
and you don't need to.
Well, I do. I'm not just saying this. I really do appreciate it. It's just I knew that when it came time to that particular video because it was really leading up to personal. Well, at that moment in time, I'm like, you know what? I've got to figure out. It was just almost like it was meant to happen because
Mhm.
on and off. If by the way, if you're watching, on and off, I would kind of express, or kind of is not the right word, but I would bring up certain things in the past that it just really fucking pissed me off because not only was I living in the moment at the times, but just thinking about it again and trying to figure out a way that, because in other words, how can I say? Everybody could say it's he said, she said crap. You know what? This person, who am I supposed to? I don't. It's not about who if you're supposed to believe me or not. I was just sharing my experience, and I had to tell it to somebody because I was lost. I couldn't talk to anybody about what was going on at the time because I was losing friends left and right over some shit that was false accusations. Well, I said it right there. And but the thing of it is, it wasn't so much that because these people didn't really know me. So how could I call them friends? They didn't know me. They knew me through fucking videos. But
Mhm.
I stopped being me. I stopped doing the things that because at the time I got addicted to trying to find ways to be more creative. And I lost that. I lost that part of me. And that's what pissed me off more than anything. And sometimes you don't know that until you see it later on.
'Cause you feel
And
robbed. Someone
yeah,
robs something from you.
and but I always do this. I have to take responsibility for my own actions. I could have made other decisions, other choices, but I'm not built that way. I'm someone that if there's somebody in my life, if I feel like I've upset them, if I hurt them, instead of causing any other confrontation, I will just go hide underneath a rock somewhere because I think it's from certain issues from my past. You know, I don't want to get yelled at. I don't want to get hit, shit like that. I try to avoid that stuff, so I'll go hide.
Hey,
And
we have that in
plus I
common.
had legal advice too. So
No, we've been down that road. We've had abusive fathers, stepfathers. We've had all the shit.
yeah.
We've been down that road, and I understand. I understand.
And you know what, Chris, I want to make sure that I get some attention here because you said it earlier. OCD over here, it's a problem. I don't want to laugh out loud because it is. but I get it. I understand. Those were your, your typing there. And of course, we had your mom. I'm sorry. It's obviously, this is paraphrase, but I've been here since the bar downstairs. A case of give. I'll tell you what, that damn mask ends up
That's
having.
wild.
Yeah.
That's wild because that's literally what brought us
Yeah.
together as well. And then that mask is now it's at Andrews.
I'll tell you what, his reaction to getting that is all is needed. The way he feels about that damn mask is just, you can't ask for more. You know what I mean? You really can't. He is
It's a
just
fucking cool mask.
over cloud nine over, let's face it, there's so many other, okay, Morgan and Falco, they could do something, but it's it's cool that people appreciate it and all that. So, but yeah, my goal is, if I'm going to share stuff from the past over here, because you're not going to see it over there anymore. I've already said that before. It's unlisted. If you guys want to watch this stuff, it's supposed to be created, and I know YouTube doesn't get it, but I don't want to go. I've said it. I've got it off my chest. I said what was important, because it's like I said, this is not me debating the past. If I'm going to upload anything else that's related to something that personally affected me, which you'll be here, say, or whatever, you guys will get to see the positive sides of stuff. And I get it. If people like the unboxings and all that, I really appreciate that. It's gonna, but I don't know if that's ever gonna happen again. Never say never, but who knows? You never know. You never know. I love to be able to take that creative, that love, that passion, not just the live streams that we enjoy here, but other stuff that we do on Meets to the Man Cave. And think about it. Okay, Mike, seriously, I'm talking to you right now. I'm going to ask you, please respond right away. Do you enjoy cars at any level, whether you like looking at them or whether you like, oh, fuck, man, I got to give it to a buddy of mine to fix it, or just anything with four wheels plus? Then hopefully Chris and I will find ways that he can finally, because he's getting more of that itch to get involved with his cars again. And that means the Man Cave. I mean, hence horror, cars, music, which is supposed to be Sounds and Spirits, of course, now. So if you like that stuff, maybe you'll see that other side, another venue of shit that we want to do on here. There we go.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that you guys that like cars, you'll get to see that over here. But as long as that damn algorithm can accept what we're doing, YouTube, a world is not this. I wish they would see that, but
they want it to be. They want it to be, but it's not. It's really not. Men are we're simple characters, but honestly, we have so many different interests that you just can't put it in a box. Like, we want to apply to so many different guys because we have so many different interests. Like, Devil's, what is it? Idle Hands of the Devil's Playgrounds. Like, as long as our hands are busy, like, I just always feel better as long as we're doing something.
No, absolutely. I mean, shit. If I'm being creative, I'm happier. If I'm not creative, I'll sit on that fucking chair, gain more weight, and feel sorry for myself. It ain't life. Because that chair's not that comfortable. But I really hope you guys do enjoy cars, because Chris is talking about them more. And I know
I got several projects.
Even Jameson. I know Jameson's got to be excited about this, because he's like, me and my buddy Chris, my brother, why are we doing cars? Well, Jameson, I'm trying to help, buddy.
I know it's been a dull year the last year, but I am getting the itch. I got a valve cover in there, definitely needs done. I got engine mounts. I want to do the fuel this year.
You talked about that last year. I do remember that when you were saying
I do want to do that.
Last weekend you were talking about that.
And I don't know, depending on how this house refinance goes, maybe project car.
I think everybody All adults get that shit. Refinance stuff. Yeah. Oh, he's
I would
talking-
enjoy a project car, something that I could work on all the time.
Just don't make it yellow.
What about orange?
Oh, that's fine.
I really like orange lately.
I'm Corvette,
me-
not a yellow Corvette. I'm not a fan of yellow. I try
Hang
not
on,
to be.
hang on. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Let me see if I can bring it up.
I don't know why. I try not to be with colors. I try to be like, hey, I love them all, but yellow just for some reason reminds me of a 1972 kitchen. That in Zach's bathroom. Shit, you not. The tile works fantastic, but it's a yellow fucking bathroom.
So how do I get to? Oh gosh, I know how to do it on my phone. I don't know how to do it here. Hang on. Oh my god, there's so many weird buttons.
If you're talking about your screen,
Saved stuff from Marketplace. Oh my god.
all I could. Are you talking about sharing the screen?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it real fast. Hang on.
Mike, I'm no pressure at all whatsoever. One of these days, just listen to me, Mike, and this is no offense to anybody else that could be watching this right now. We'll send you, because we've done it before. Not a lot, because we usually record stuff, but I promise you, we won't hit that record button. If we send you a link to where we just do a hangout, it's kind of like a private conversation to the world. You should think about that, okay? Just think about that. You could join Chris and I, or whoever, and we could just have a private conversation this way. It's just like a video chat, and it will not go up to the world if you're really uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, why the fuck not? Just let go of all those inhibitions and everything else, man.
And
Just
you could do
chill.
something. You could do
Hang
something. Well, that's shit. You know what? I'm not going to take any chances. Down at the bottom of Riverside, it has these little. You think of a Zoom, not Zoom. Is it Zoom? Oh, I don't know. Do you have these little click buttons there? You click on the microphone where it'll mute you, and you can click on the camera where it turns the camera off. So if you really are not comfortable with anyone seeing you, you cannot share your camera. In other words, you at all. You could do that during a recording or a non-recording.
Son of a bitch, I can't find this.
In other words, I can hide my camera if the damn.
Where'd you go?
Or I can bring it back. I'm just talking about hiding cameras. That's all.
I know.
I hate it when it does this because you never know who's it. It's supposed to do whoever's talking, but I'm just seeing Chris. But just an idea for you to think about down the road. And you don't have to answer now. Oh, wait a minute. Am I catching up here? You know what? They're entertaining. Yes, your granddaughters are very entertaining. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, can you believe this? They're talking about that White Death again Sunday night.
Yeah.
It's utter bullshit. Jake, thank you very much. And you know what, Jake? We don't need to tell you. Shit, you know how to contact us.
Jake, we're gonna get fucked up in March. You ready for that, buddy?
Well,
man,
we have
I
to
still got some of his beers.
Oh yeah, that's right. Now remember, we have to kind of moderate Jake there with he's such a wild partier, so we have to kind of moderate that there.
Fuck that.
Not my place to say. And Jake, I'm gonna have a talk with Zach's mom tomorrow, and we're going to find out if he's going to hang. Oh yeah, horror hound if he's going to go. Did you see the latest shit? While he's doing that, hell, I'll share that real quick. Why not? That's what we're here for, Mike. No, I don't mean to. Hell, if I could get the videos done right, then you'll see what the hell I'm talking about. But of course, when we're doing the
shit, that's why I can't find it. It got sold. Fuck.
Oh, the vehicle you're looking for?
Yeah.
Okay, Whorehound. All righty. Now I'm going to share. If you try to share, it's because I'm doing it right now, so don't feel bad.
Damn it.
We can only do it one at a
All right,
time, which
well,
makes sense. All right, let me go back to face crack. And okay, there you go. Jake, if you haven't seen this, I'm sure you guys remember or notice this guy, Tales from the Crypt, his voice, of course. That's an update. And of course, I do recognize her from Dawn of the Dead, the original Dawn of the Dead. Galen Ross. But there was something that Chris shared with me, I want to say Wednesday. Ooh, this is new. Or is this year? Should be this year. February, yes. No, I haven't had an artist come on here. Man, I would love to be able to sit down with an artist. No disrespect to, I was going to say, unless we've had Chris Morgan, but it's another individual that does special effects like this. But Jamie Kennedy, Jake, I don't know if you've seen this or not, but Jamie Kennedy's going to be there. So, oh shit. You're going to have the three amigos from the original Scream that's going to be at Whorehound in March.
That's why I'm still holding on to hope.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like, how phenomenal would that be if they secured her? That would be a childhood dream of mine.
Well, there's a good substitute right here.
Elite is fucking hot.
Oh my God. I just visualize her right now in the ring. I mean, yeah.
Elite is great.
Very, yeah. And it's, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Why am I saying it like that? There was somebody I was dating at the time, or just in the beginnings, of course, but everything was just like, it was Kathy. And she was so much into, at the time, it was WWE. And we're talking, this was when it was, this is when wrestling was really cool, because you had, of course,
all the heavy hitters.
Oh, the Undertaker. You had, of course,
Stone
Undertaker
Cold.
Prime was a little bit years before that, but of course, Lita was on there. I mean, all this shit that was going on during the time, and
Jeff Hardy, Hardy Boys. See, I was so into wrestling at that point in my life. Like, my favorite ever was Goldberg. I was addicted to Goldberg because he would just walk in there, he wouldn't say shit, and he would just fucking decimate dudes. And I loved every single second about that. Go figure why Michael's my favorite ever. But yeah.
Undertaker, it's funny. I actually met him. Well, I'd watched some. It was the first video, I should say video. The first, get out of there. The first time I had actually watched a wrestling match with The Undertaker. Oh, here we go. First time I watched a match with The Undertaker is when he was battling his twin. In other words, there was like Undertaker versus Undertaker. And it was interesting, of course. This is like, I guess it's like as Undertaker was getting somewhat popular for his prime.
Mm-hmm.
And ironically, I met Mark, which is, forget his last name all of a sudden, I don't know why, but I met him in person at a bar, and because we were DJ and stuff, and they had the world, they were going, and I met super nice guy, super nice, because that's funny, because there was a couple of other personalities and all that, wrestlers and all that, they were kind of dickheads. Mark, he was super cool. And I, got to know a little bit of the Undertaker and all that. And I was confused because, as anybody who's watched wrestling, WW, was it F or E now? Is it? Yeah. I always mess it up.
Yeah.
He did such an amazing job of keeping that persona as the Undertaker. You didn't, it's kind of like for so many years, nobody got to see Kiss without the makeup. And now that he's retired, it's Mark, and he's a super, but just seeing his performance, his character, I automatic, whenever I seen, the Undertaker rise, I'm like, that's Michael Myers.
Yep.
I just loved his what he did, and I'm always a huge fan of the Undertaker. Whenever it's so because it's funny, Kathy, I thought I gave her the wrong impression because she was into wrestling, and I guess there was one night we were talking about that because Todd and I were doing the whole DJ thing, and anyways, to make a long story short, I thought maybe does she only like me because of that? But thankfully, it wasn't just that. But she kind of reminded me, to my whole point of Kathy, she kind of reminded me of Lita a little bit. The look of that, yeah, those were good days for me. Oh, but I'm happy now.
You stop it. Best days are ahead of us.
Hey, we all have our
Mark.
problems.
Yeah, Mark William Calloway.
Thank you. That's his name. Or it's so.
How many guys can go through multiple personas? I just want to say that.
That's a good question.
He had a lot of personas.
Oh God, Mike, if you came out here, dear Lord, we'd all have to plan a vacation because that would be one hell of a fucking week or weekend, no doubt about it.
I got the place for us, Mike.
You'd have to get rid of that camera shyness, that's for sure.
We'll bounce back and forth between Man Cave out here and Man Cave at Scott's by the time we finish that thing.
Yeah,
because what was he when he rode the Harley around?
Oh, America's Badass.
Was he? Okay.
Yes.
See, multiple. It's like being able to like reinvent yourself. It's like Madonna. You know how many
times?
Nick
Foley too, though. But Nick Foley, you know what I mean?
Oh God,
that match. See, this is where we got to bring this up. If we have Mr. Morgan on here, we could, because he'd love to talk about this stuff.
Oh yeah, he's still probably into wrestling. I mean,
yeah,
absolutely, 100%.
I'm a late '90s, early 2000, but yeah. But what you're saying there, Jesus Christ,
that was the golden age.
In fact, I even remember playing. I think it was on Todd's. It might have been the PlayStation where we were wrestling or whatever. I remember it was actually more Todd and Pete playing that game all the time. I'm just sitting back watching them being a dumbass. Because I have a short attention span on a lot of stuff, but drinking, watching them and stuff like that or whatever. But yeah, they were playing. I think it was either. Well, Todd's like you. He's either got the PlayStation or the Xbox or wherever the fuck. I don't know. But yeah, they were playing that game a lot. Goldberg. Yeah, I remember. Who else was it popular back then?
That was my dude, man. When I met that dude, I mean, that was incredible. I met Goldberg. I met The Rock back way before.
Dwayne Johnson. Sorry.
Honestly, his natural stature is fucking outrageous.
That's what I've heard.
He is a big dude. But Goldberg puts him to shame. Like Goldberg was holding a fucking pencil and he was signing shit.
Yeah.
I swear that thing looked like a fucking splinter. That dude is fucking enormous, dude.
Help me out here, Dick, if you're still here, even Mike. From the Marvel movies actually they were more of my favorite ones. Guardians of the Galaxy. Dave
Bautista.
I heard that. I mean, I love him in those. It just cracks me up.
I love Dave, especially his ring entrance when he would just. I love that. I love Dave Bautista. He's great.
I've heard that he is larger in life too, physically, in person, and all that. So,
I think he's Samoan. He's along the same lines as what's his name? Jason Momoa.
Okay. Oh, all the women know Jason. We know that.
Oh yeah. Mom loves Jason.
If she's still here, of course, you know.
Batista. Yeah.
I know. It's the Undertaker. I mean, I'm sorry. I can't help. I always go back to the Undertaker. As I lose my voice.
Undertaker's a fucking legend.
And I love the fact that he is so respected in that community.
I love the fact that Stone Cold's got a podcast as well.
Thank you. I was also trying to remember Stone Cold and all that. And Do you guys ever watch? Sorry, I didn't mean to yell in the microphone. I know Chris does. The guy who has, what is it called, the hot, the chicken wings and all that. Shit, what's it called? Hot ones or something like
Hot
that.
ones, hot ones. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right, here we go.
Sean,
Sean,
I wanted you to do that. Remember, like I think that
I-
was our season 2,
yeah,
and I was like, let's do a chicken
I
wing
would
episode.
fucking whip out the heartbeat. I'm telling you, I would.
I'm telling you, we put that up on the bar. We'll have our drinks, but we do a hot wings episode. Oh my god, I would love to.
All right, we
I
could
would
just.
love that.
I know you, anyone out there, Mike, Jake, Mom, anybody, even past, if we get to this point, I want to know, have you watched that series? I know you can see it constantly on YouTube. There's all these celebrities that come on there. The one that impressed me the most was Dave Grohl, Foo Fighters, Nirvana.
Mhm.
That guy went through every wing like it was nothing. And Chris, do you want to know why he was able to?
Hit me.
He's sitting there, and basically towards the end, he talked about, he says, I think the key thing of it is, now I'm paraphrasing, and I don't want to butcher this because I may be wrong about this, but if I do recall, he talked about how had been drinking bourbon before he did this.
Really?
Wings. Like I said, anybody can go back and check. I may be paraphrasing or butchering it, but I remember him talking about, having a few. For some reason, bourbon stuck in my head, or maybe it's because this is empty right now, and maybe that's where my head. But I know it was something around that range. But as you're watching, I'm like, damn, Dave Grohl. He it kind of makes sense. You think about him being up on stage as a singer. I got another. He's Dave is a year or two older than me. How the fuck he could still get that grunge vocal out there? And well, he can handle hot wings, obviously. So I don't fucking know.
I love hot sauce.
That is
my downfall.
Ugh.
I love it so much.
Hot sauce would fucking tear me up another fucking asshole.
I tell you one thing though. My cousin John, you met John. It's been a while.
If I met him yesterday, I'd be like, oh shit,
Yeah, he's had a lot going on. I love that dude. I basically grew up with that dude. Just great guy. I'll always love him. But he had a bottle of of the bomb.
Okay. Yeah.
The bomb hot sauce. And if you look it up, I think it's only like 115, 130 Scoville units. It's not even that bad as far as number wise. 130,000 like Scoville units. It's not even that bad. It's like 3 times hotter than a jalapeno or something like that. No, maybe it's 10 times. Let me take that back. Let me take that back. But the simple fact that you have some hot sauces that are like 1.5 million plus Scoville units, like the Scoville unit was basically created so that you would know how much sugar units you would need to consume to dispel the hot factor, the capsaicin. So I don't know if you believe in the Scoville units. I don't know either.
I'm lactose intolerant. I could handle some dairy, but right now, a person who can't stand milk is thinking, I need some milk right now.
No. I mean, milk provides like immediate relief, but it doesn't provide anything. Like it doesn't quell the capsaicin. But I swear, I've had hot sauces that were like 1 million. I've had pure capsaicin. I've had awful stuff, but something about the bomb. They're number 7. It's never left their number 7 spot on Hot Ones. It's the worst thing I've ever had in my life. I had what I did was I dipped my pinky in there
Yeah.
and got a pinky out, and I did it and sat there for 10 minutes with no relief just to see how bad it was. That was awful. I don't know what they do to that hot sauce, but it is so bad. There's no redeeming qualities to it. There's
No.
no taste. There's no nothing. It's just pure burn. And it's so fucking bad. But the bomb is the worst.
Here's a simple. I know you've had to have had it, but I know people. Well, it's not like I know people that are like, like, oh, I love hot sauce. I can take it all. But I know a few people, or I've known a few people that enjoy
Mhm.
it, and they have said Skyline's hot sauce apparently has a reaction to people like, holy shit, this shit is hot. But the
Really?
thing of it is, I'll actually enjoy putting Skyline hot sauce on like a Coney or a 5-way. I like that extra. I think it's something with the cheese and the Skyline chili and all that. I notice a little bit of a tang to it, but then again, I don't have it on like
Yeah.
chicken or something like that.
That's just like ketchup.
Um,
Yes. Yes.
but I know,
It is a tasty hot sauce.
yeah,
Really good.
it's your mom's birthday.
Uh-uh.
What am I missing here?
Talking about.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Holy shit! Thank you, Mike, for bringing this up. Fuck me.
Well,
Oh yes.
you know what I feel like? I feel like
Oh, this shit. Oh, it is Thank you,
there's a meme
Mike,
going
for bringing
around
this
right now
up.
with a character from
Are you fucking kidding me?
Family
Man, we're
Guy.
like fucking 17 minutes behind.
The dog from Family Guy, and he walks around and he's like, well, well, well. Well. Haven't we been saying that for years? Obviously, he didn't fucking kill himself with a fucking shotgun. He would have had to have used his big pinky toe to fucking pull the trigger. Obviously.
Yes, and where the goddamn shotgun shells were on the opposite side of the release, where his left hand was holding the shotgun. There was no blood mat. I mean, the way they even talked about the description of where he was. This is stuff that was talked about 20 some fucking years ago. I mean, sadly, Kurt has been gone longer than he's been alive. There are people that I have watched here on YouTube that have had their YouTube channel based on, and they have done so much research. There's a guy who's gone out to Seattle and has met Kurt's uncle. I mean, it goes on and on and on and on. I have said this for years and years and years and years. He did not, you know what? Someone else was there, and we know.
Okay, I'm gonna go further. I'm gonna add 2 more names into that. Chester Bennington, Chris Cornell did not kill themselves. Did not. Did not. Too much conspiracies going around. They were trying to work together to bring out a child pornography, a whole scheme they were trying to come out with to try to expose the whole thing, and magically they died. Chester would not have done that. Chris Cornell would not have done that to himself.
I mean, the thing of it, and they always, just like with Kurt Cobain, they use, Chris Cornell, he's had history with depression and suicidal. I tell you what, in my almost 56 years on this planet, I can tell you there has been at least not half, but there has been a larger percentage of people I've known out there that's talked about, taking care of themselves. There we go. I think that's a good way of putting it. And it's that's obviously a subject I don't want to go down. But you saying that, Chris, I have to say this before I forget. I worry about Mel Gibson. Because he is talking about things that Hollywood doesn't want him to say.
I feel like he's got the balls. No. I hope I love Mel. I hope he never gives in to that.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. I was about ready to feel really sorry for Chris right now. Okay.
She's September.
My mom's March.
She's a Virgo. Wait, is your mom
March
Pisces?
2nd. See, you should feel proud. I said it right away. She's a Pisces.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What am I?
Yours is, I know, you're March 14th.
Pisces.
Zach's is October 4th.
That's why. All I got around me are Geminis.
Your wife is in June. Mine doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, it's gone. It's gone.
I still remember Zach's mom's birthday. It's October 28th. I always feel like I can remember because it was so close to Halloween. And Jake, I feel bad. Dang it. Because, wait a minute. I want to say his is 6 months before mine. I want to say Jake it's like January 6th, something like that. And if you're still here, tell me if I'm right or wrong or even fucking close. And Dozer's is July 5th.
Oh, Dozer.
Yep. He's a Yankee Doodle dog. In fact, his real name is actually Yankee Doodles, whatever.
That's what we're going to call it. We're not going to call it 4th of July. We're going to call it Dozer's birthday.
Actually, yeah, of course, we do have a big a big 4th of July this year, which is on a Saturday, which works up pretty good. It's a America's. Oh shit! I feel bad. Is it 250? Is it 250 years? You know what? So I was right. January 6th. I'll be damned. If I remember, technically, Natalie's is what, 3 days after mine or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Brian's, my dad, is the date.
You're 6.
Yeah, I'm 6.
And she's 9. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And Brian, this is how he remembers my birthday. Oh, your birthday is D-Day, June 6th. And I graduated on the day you were born. That's how he remembers mine. Brian's, sadly, is, I always say, you know what? Your birthday is the day that Pete Rose hits the big hit, the big number, But it's also a day that a lot of Americans that are old enough to remember, and hopefully they're still teaching it in history. Brian's birthday is 9/11. Yeah. Yep. So
I'll be damned.
Pressure's on you, Mike. What's your birthday?
Or anybody else who is in here.
That's right. That's what the comment section's for.
Yeah, we're getting into
See, we're doing everything we can to get away from the top of the hour subject matter.
Cosmetology? What is astrology? Astrology, that's it. We're getting into astrology now.
So, Mike, while I go visit the John, yes, I got to go again. A lot of water day. I'm doing everything I can to get rid of this shit. It's up to you to keep the show running. Oh, wait, I think Chris has to do something too.
When we come back, if we're doing a 3-hour block, again, I need to choose another.
Oh, there we go.
Less expensive bottle.
You know what?
I just wanted to rub it in Scott's face. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Yeah.
Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings. Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the butter spread. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the butter spread. To get your butter spread all on me. I don't like the way it mixes with my mac and cheese. Cause when you're at KFC, you got that special sauce to stir my curiosity. Just give me a 5-piece meal, oh what a deal. A big old box, it's all for me. You know I'll take coleslaw on the side. I could tell you wanted to try the potato wedges.
with some. No, I'm gonna go with some of the radio double. Yeah, I'll do something local. I'll do something local. Why not?
Was that?
Why not? I think they were. We're going to go ahead and do it now since it's getting late. And what am I saying? It's always late.
Was that a xylophone?
I
That played at the end of that?
honestly, I don't. I just know they were shooting that video in the thrift store. We're going to do a premature because I know it's all late and you know because we missed it. 26 minutes ago. What the fuck you drinking? Oh, that was more on cue. Okay.
You go first.
I'm going with the one more beer for the night because it'll be the last one until next Friday or yeah, something like that. Wait a minute, yeah, because next Friday we have the drawing. Duh.
Fuck, let me get another beer. Fuck me. Goddamn.
So I'm going with the local one. And I'm going with a Warped Wings, which is out of Dayton, Ohio. It's a double Radio Vision. It's of course an IPA. I don't remember my results on this. But the funny thing is there's a Warped Wing restaurant. It's really close to my house, really close to where I work, and the food is excellent there. So I'm actually looking forward to having dinner there sometime in the future. That's my IPA for tonight, which Chris just set down.
Yes, sir.
I'm having a Warped Wings right now for a beer.
Well, that's right. That's right, folks. I'm getting the namesake back in here. The Juicy Bodie.
And why he's doing that, since we're not at the top of the hour, I am going to be snobby and bring out the Wellers,
Listen now.
the green label.
What are we gonna do?
I actually really do like this.
What are we gonna do for my birthday and your birthday coming up here?
Well, not to
What are we
be
gonna do?
not to be an ass. I mean, we do have Horror Hound like technically the weekend
Yeah.
after
Mhm.
my birthday. I'm not really. I like
You're
to.
not. Don't.
I
you
would
tell
rather
me-
make
don't-
it. I'd rather no. You'll like this. I'd rather make it to be something where it could be something for if we decide to do it. Hypothetically, make it like for a Natalie, and you're like, hey, it's a birthday, Scott's birthday, and Natalie's is kind of like really close sort of thing. And you're like, if I don't know, I'm
okay.
happy with that. I'm happy with that. I really.
Like a collaboration.
And my gut tells me your wife would be like, that's more than fine with me. It's something
It's fucking weird, honestly, because 6'9", 6'9".
This is not saying Damien vibe.
I mean, that's kind of hey, I'm
Todd's
comfortable.
birthday
I'm a
is-
secure man. It's cool. 6'9". We can.
Todd's birthday, he's a Gemini. His birthday's like at the end of May. Yeah, it's like I always
What's
forget.
is he ever gonna come over here and get drunk?
I
or
tell
what?
you what,
Fuck.
I'm gonna have to see what I can do. He's such a homeboy, which I can, he likes to stay at home. I'm sure I could figure out a way to get him out of there. I promised myself I gotta give him a call tomorrow. But I think I can encourage that. It'd be nice to get him and Karen just to come up sometime. She needs to get away.
She needs to. Hang
Oh, I
out
just
here
said her
and
name.
fucking-
Fuck it,
Oh well, Mrs. Todd.
Mrs. Todd.
Dark Arts Whiskey
Oh,
House.
shit.
This is a 7.5. Barely legal bourbon is what this is called.
Barely legal bourbon.
Dark Arts is out of Indiana, I believe. Oh yeah, Indiana. Kind of cool. I appreciate what they do. I think they could have a collaboration with War Pigs. That would be cool. Two Indiana's Dark Arts and War Pigs. I mean, I think they can make it work.
You know, I find myself, you saying that, I find myself like when I'm going looking for bourbon, I don't know why. I feel like I'm only wanting to look at something that's either here or Kentucky.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, I
Because we got it so damn good.
yeah, why jump out of the, I don't know. But then again, I tell myself, no offense, Mike, the Midwest is really what I want to go for. And the reason why I say that, like, this has nothing to do with because let's face it, out in your region of the country, that, as far as I'm concerned, that's the best place in the world for wine, period. Sorry, France, but no, they've proven it. Out west, Napa Valley, the wine, you cannot beat it. Trust me.
No.
I used to get into my wine quite a bit. No, you cannot beat the wine out in California. The way the ocean ties everything else, it's the absolute best.
A good Cabernet. Oh my Lord. Yes.
So
Yes.
that's the king of wine. But the Midwest, because obviously with the bourbon, with the barrels, the way the wood breathes and extracts, especially, okay, here's a good example. This would probably be a good fucking year to make bourbon because it's been cold, then it got warm, it's getting cold again.
Absolutely. What we're going to see in the next 5 years is phenomenal whiskey, I guarantee, because that wood has been expanding, contracting, like just like what you said. It has to go through the seasons, exactly like what you said right there, man.
Yeah, that's something to think about, something to like kind of put in your little mental notes. Oh, really? So as much as we've whined and bitched about the winter around here, it could pay off, like you said, 5 years to, well, hell, let's say even with the 4 years, which is what the standard is to start off with 4 years. Shit. Damn. Something to look forward to as you get closer to 60.
Stop it. Stop that.
Seriously. Yeah.
No more talk of that. We're going to start this journey. Me and you, we're going to do this thing. It's going to be creative focuses up there. Obviously, our family focuses. And then we're going to get a handle on our fitness. And we're going to.
You saying that?
1 year from now, I want you to go back in the archives. We're gonna make this shit work. And we're gonna feel better about ourselves.
No, as long as it's not 2017. No, you say that. It's funny you mentioned that. I've been looking more into, like, say something was starting. I say one ordeal at a time, like the omega-3s and all that. I've been doing more research on like the fish oil omega-3s and all that, and what to look for, what to not buy, what to buy, and it all makes a lot of sense. And the funny thing was, I was going to get some this morning when I went to the store, and I'm like, damn, I forgot all about it. But I do want to at least go there tomorrow or either Sunday, because I do want to invest in at least a bottle of it here locally to where I can read the bottle, know that I'm getting the, like this guy describes, don't get a clear bottle because those pills, they're very sensitive to light. So if you're going to get a bottle of, like, say, omega-3, you want a dark bottle. And you want almost a balance of the 400 and the 200 if don't get too much. And which is the thumb rule. If you can't understand what the fuck the ingredients are, then don't get it. So that's my goal before I go back to work on Monday. Is I want to get some. I want to start there. I know I need to get some vitamin B12. I need that back in my system, and some vitamin D. But that's something. Those things that are I've been thinking a lot about this week as work's been like.
Supplements are great, but you know what weirded me out? I went to see a doctor, and Natalie can back me up on this anytime if she wants to. But this doctor looked at me, and he was like, "Are you on anything currently?" So I told him my entire like itinerary.
Yeah.
What I take, all my vitamins and stuff like that. And I was like, omega-3 fish oil. And he was like, "Why are you taking that?" And I'm like, "It's good for your heart. It's omega-3. Like, I don't know. It's over the counter. Why do you care?" And he's like, "Well, that's that's a mute point that has shown it does nothing for humans, this, that, and the other. And I'm like sitting there the whole time because I got a real problem with doctors, because what doctors do is they only want to sell you what they can sell. They want to
Oh
sell
yeah.
you a pill in order for them to get a commission from it. Is what they want to do. It's almost like a sales position.
I guess it also depends
It's
on the type of physician that you're seeing too at the time. You
absolutely,
know,
absolutely.
a
But
surgeon might
this
be.
guy rubbed me the wrong way because he was just talking about stuff that, hey man, I'm spending, you know, maybe $10, $13 on this. What business is it of yours? Why are you telling me what to take? That rubbed me the wrong way.
And
And
I
it was just like, it's fish oil, dude. I mean, if we can learn anything from Asian people, seaweed and fish. That is their main diets. There's
yeah,
a reason that they live to be 95 years old. There's a reason that they have a certain, just their health is better than ours as a collective. If we were to take obesity rates and compare it with China or Japan, I mean, it would be outrageous.
I am
And
really
it's like,
not the same subject, but I'm going down.
oh, it's about time, Betty. It's about time.
But I want fish oil stuff. Please continue.
Yeah, no, it just rubbed me the wrong way because you're literally talking about an over the counter supplement and you're telling me not to take it as a doctor. Why? It's not derogatory to my health. It's just you're trying to sell me another pill. Like, this can be more effective to you. And I have a serious problem with that. Like,
What What are your thoughts on St. John's Wort?
I have so I'm gonna say
We'll talk to you later, Jake. No big deal.
love you, Jake. Take care, man. Um no, so I'm gonna come out and say I don't have enough research to say anything about St. John's. I don't know anything about it. Um so I would want to know your thoughts on it. Are
From my own experience, which has been a very long time,
Mhm.
at one point where, okay, here it goes. I think this could get interesting towards the end. My feelings and experience make that very, very clear as I say this out loud. And anyone listening, keep this in mind. This is from my experience, from people that I have known or know. They were getting, think about what Chris just said. They were getting these antidepressants from their doctors. And sure as shit, it scared the hell out of me because different individuals that I have known that were taking these different type of antidepressants, they had these huge side effects that just seemed to make it worse for them.
Mhm.
The way, like, I knew somebody that for some reason that got the S word. There we go, YouTube. That wanted to end certain things. You get it.
Mhm.
I knew somebody else that for some reason was freaked out about everything and was always hiding in his closet. I can go on and on and on. I was like afraid of antidepressant pills because of people who I knew that were taking these from, hey, we'll prescribe you this. I don't know the names of these things. I just know from the people and the experiences I had with my own two eyes.
Mhm.
So I'm like, okay, I know that I've had a problem with depression my whole life. I am absolutely petrified of going to a doctor to say, hey, I deal with depression. And they're going to sit down, they're going to get on their little pen and chart and go, okay, they're going to say, okay, I think you should take this. Then I'm
Yeah.
afraid the situation is going to be worse. So I heard about St. John's Wort years ago. And I was like, okay, this is behind the counter. I was reading, I looked into it, like, this is all natural. I don't hear any side effects. So I started taking it. At the time, I felt more confident. I felt like, hey, this is not bad. I quit taking him, but I sometimes why did I quit taking him? Because it wasn't hurting me. Uh, but I don't hear about it as much today Not that I heard about it a lot, let's say 20, 30 years ago, but I just kind of wonder if that's something that you've heard about. And if so, are people still looking into it? I even
Really,
tell myself sometimes maybe I should try to get back into it because it didn't hurt me before. But I look, like I said, this is from my own experience. I'm not going to tell anybody else what not to do or what to do. But I am petrified of antidepressants just from, well, that. And I witnessed somebody, well, I didn't witness somebody pew pew, but I did live through a time in my life where I dated somebody whose brother because of those things. But
Mhm.
he also was taking different ones from different people with different milligrams oh god. Not to mention other or not sorry, other drugs that he was taking.
I truly don't. I don't know anything about St. John's. I can't speak on that one bit. Um, the other thing I'll say is when we reach a certain point in life, I feel like we're almost grasping at straws. So we're trying to change our diet. We're trying to uplift our mental state. We're trying to maybe make life changes. We're trying to work on personal um family related incidents. We're trying to work on friendships. We're trying to work on dietary. We're trying to work on so many things at once. It's hard to track it down to one single event. So, um, my I'm only speaking from experience here, but my experience with quitting my last job, starting this new job, you know, feeling like I have kind of a home there and actually having a life with my family. Like I've talked about the ashwagandha thing. I'm doing all these things at once. It's hard to um, narrow down like if something is making an actual impact when you're doing multiple things at once.
Yeah.
Um, I'm only trying to be uh, real and respectful to people like that are going through things. Other people may choose to do like one thing at a time, and it's not going to make an impact on their life. But I try to do multiple things at once, and it's made an impact on my life, and that might be totally different than someone else's experience. Um, St. John's, I know nothing about. You would be the source on that, but it's like we're all working towards that equilibrium. We're all working towards that homeostasis, that point where we feel like there's balance in the world. Um, we all experience the negatives and we all experience the positives, and it's about bringing them all into focus to where we can feel like we're at a point of homeostasis to where we can maintain. Uh, I think that's the I think that's the part in Western culture that we have missed. Like we think we need a pill for everything. I think we need something to focus. Like this part of my life is bad, so I need to like bring it up here so that I won't feel as bad. When it's really more about focusing on multiple aspects of your life and bringing it all to the same point to where you're just even. I think that is a big part of it for me at least. So it can't be focused to just one little thing you take. There's no pill that's going to help you. There's no
No.
there's no nothing that anybody can sell you. There's America's great at selling shit. We sell shit to everybody. We're all salesmen. But
Hence the
but we look to every other country to provide the relief. We sell it. We ask for the relief.
And we try to buy cheap shit from them so we could sell it over here too.
But man, if you would just sit around and just analyze your life and realize the negatives that you need to knock out of your life, then every other positive will just rise up.
And
It's just about focusing on yourself. We've become so dependent on Western medicine and Western culture that we're blind. We are essentially blind. We will continue eating fast food. We will continue doing what we're doing as long as it's convenient and easy for us. But it's harder to look in yourself and just fix what's wrong inside.
Jake said something. Unfortunately, he's probably going to bed right now. He said something on his Facebook post that he celebrated his 5th year of quitting smoking.
Mm.
And I applaud him on that.
Mhm.
Because I myself is an ex-smoker, and it's been well over 16 years. And it's so funny, as someone who used to smoke, you go through these stages, because Jake talked about these dreams. I can remember having them too. And as you do get older, you don't even have those dreams, or as those years expand, as you've been further away from it, you don't have those dreams anymore. But every once in a while, something pops in your head. And I automatically try to think of something that I used to do to help me from avoid it. And it's funny because, like, say if that, come on thing, tighten up, hold this microphone. If that thing used to be like a sucker, I'd do that. But it's funny, I would now, being removed from it so far, I would think about that sucker and I don't have to do it, and that's just my whole point of it is, I always say cigarette smoking is one of the most difficult things in the world to quit doing. And I always tell myself, as I try to go through my journey of life to try to figure out ways to better myself, I say, hey, you were able to quit that 16 years ago. You could figure out how to do the next thing. Now, this is a selfish experience, I know. But if what Chris is talking about, if you've ever find yourself going through those journeys, or if you've ever said, hey, I was able to do this once before, you could do it again. But do it as soon as possible, because what I can add to what what Bodie was just saying, I should refer to, think of Patrick Swayze, because
I wish.
Swayze would give a
I
lot of
wish.
these, you know what I mean? Think about it. I mean, if you have to kind of break it down to make it to where it's not comical, but relatable, think of Patrick Swayze, Bodie, from Point Break. Those are the advice, but you got to admit the things that he was trying to tell us, it all made sense. It wasn't bullshit. Wait, if you think of Patrick Swayze, it was shit. Yes, sadly, he passed away of cancer. Cancer is the ultimate fucking demon, as we all know. You can live the healthiest lifestyle, and all of a sudden, one day you may get a, hello, it's cancer calling. Which hence what Chris is saying, a fucking pill ain't going to save you from that. I wish there was a pill for that to take it away, but
unfortunately, genetics play a high role in that.
Yes, and Lord knows we can't even. Oh my God! But I guess the way to tag into that, because I know it's a hush hush, don't say it. As I do get older, if you can find ways to exercise, what you could do for yourself first to exercise, to be healthier, try to do it as soon as possible, because when you do get a little bit older, and no disrespect to anybody who's listening or watching right now who's older than me right now, they'll tell you the same thing. If I had just started years ago, because it's harder. I've noticed that it's harder for me to do things as I get older on the health aspect. It really is, because like for me, as I'm older, being almost 56, my testosterone levels are just flatlined. And if what I do now, in other words, 15 years ago, I'll say that I could lose weight in no time, but because I had more of a testosterone level than I do now. Now it's like, I can work my ass off all I fucking want. Doesn't matter. And I have been working my ass off here lately. And I guarantee if I step on a scale between 2 weeks, it'd say the same. So what Chris is telling you, figure out these ways to help you do things healthier. Don't get sold by the man.
I
Don't get
truly
sold by a
think the
fucking pill.
hormones are like key. If your
Oh,
hormones,
absolutely. Trust me. Look at me.
yeah, if your hormones are off balance, I truly think that's such a big difference.
Think of a woman with her menstrual cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to, and then and don't think of a pill. Think of what you could do. Exercise properly and eat. Find out what okay. My goal is in the month of March not to touch any fast food. I've already started that process,
Mhm.
but to avoid fast food. In other words, go ahead. Okay, yes, the grocery store still has those intersection aisles. The foods that you still can't eat, but break it down. Start with saying fuck McDonald's, fuck all the other goddamn. Here in Heber Heights, we get more and more neat special gas stations with really tasty foods, but that's still fast food. Try to stay away from fast food for at least a month. Yeah, go ahead, go down that frozen section, get your pizza rolls, get your whatever, blah, blah, blah. Just do it one step at a time. And then eventually stay the fuck away from those frozen sections, and just make it easier for yourself. Don't overcomplicate things, and then start exercising more. Because Chris, you could tell them this: the more you start doing more positive things, going for walks, those endorphins, they start going, and you start thinking healthier. You start thinking, ooh.
There you go.
I can tell you that better than I could.
It's like a dopamine rush. It's like it you become addicted to a different way of life. And I truly think I'm very interested in seeing where we go from here, because I do want to start. I mean, let's do that. Let's absolutely do that.
I'm going to tell you right now, though, Chris, and anybody out there that's listening or watching, Mike,
Yeah.
you heard me say this. There ain't no diet when it comes to bourbon or beer. I'm not looking for diet IPAs. I'm not looking for diet bourbon.
I can't do that.
I
I can't do that. I can't do
choose
that.
the time to drink right now. Believe it or not, when the cameras are off, I ain't drinking. I'm not drinking.
I'm okay. I'll carry a little fluff, as long as I know this heart is beating right, and I'm okay. I'll carry a little fluff.
Ouch.
I like what I like.
Because life is too short as we know it.
I like my red meat, and I like my bourbon.
You gotta have red meat. I love the fact that there's vegetables out there that are waiting for me to enjoy them more. I respect the fuck out of that. But red meat, we need it too. And for you women out there, I'm saying this out of love, and I miss having more of them. I should say, please enjoy some red meat every once in a while, because once a month you're definitely going to need it.
I'm gonna get controversial here.
Just because of experience.
I'm gonna get controversial here.
Don't say anything bad about my red meat.
No.
Hang on. Oh, as he walks away from us, Mike, because let's face it, right now it's Mike, Chris, and I. You guys watching the rerun, you get it. He's walking away. He's leaving us. But yeah, that's the goal. You try to stay away from fast food for a while. Fucking McDonald's makes you feel like shit anyways later. It really does. Unless it's a Coke. That fountain Coke.
Oh, fellas.
Sorry, I had to stop talking about fountain Coke. My bad.
I'm gonna get controversial here. I just want to bring this to people's attention.
Oh, crack?
No.
Sorry.
Methylene blue.
Damn it.
I'm sure people have heard whispers, maybe some things circling around. RFK is actually a big proponent of methylene blue. If you can find USP grade methylene blue, it's been leaked to a lot of antifungal, anti-parasitic, anti-everything. If you feel like you need to cleanse your body of anything, cleanse out any parasites or anything like that, please look into a little bit of methylene blue. Make sure it's food grade. Make sure it's USP grade. Make sure it's, top notch. But look into that and look into the benefits of that. I have experienced it myself.
What
it
do you
will
put that real quick? What do you put that on a food or beverage? You know what I mean?
beverage.
Okay.
Beverage. Honestly, I'll put it on top of a Sprite.
Okay. So is it usually recommended with like water or something like that, or?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can use water with it. Any form of liquid that gets it into your system. Don't go overboard with it, obviously, but guys, it is a anti anything.
See, we'd be good
And,
at
and
sponsors.
if we're being honest, everything, if you have inflammation, you take turmeric because it's anti-inflammation, right? All these things that we do to our body, we take these supplements so that we can rid it from the body, right? It is literally, it is the one-stop shop. Look into a little bit of that. It's outrageous. I'm gonna go into like the Joe Rogan, meth, you know, Mel Gibson territory here.
Keep
Where
in
he
mind,
kind of,
we're not getting paid for this, so he's
yeah, no, where he came out with the whole the ivermectin and all that shit. Um a lot of parasites live within tumors. Tumors are the way that the body kind of subjugates the tumor, the parasites, and locates it to one spot in the body. That's why tumors grow and they become larger and larger. The body kind of segregates um, parasites into this active location, and it creates a subspace where it just stores parasites and stuff like that. So looking at stuff like that, a lot of people have a like massive success with ivermectin and stuff like that. But this is far less invasive or anything like that. It's not like ivermectin is used on horses and stuff like that. We use it on livestock. Um, the success rates vary. I know a lot of people have been successful with it, but this is much more safe. It's just a way to cleanse your body, essentially. If you ever feel like you're becoming to a state where you need to rid toxins and rid parasites from your body, look into this stuff. Methane blue. Just give it just try. It's not detrimental to your health. I mean, it's nothing but benefits. Um, it can have a lot of a lot of benefits. It's crazy. I know it's got an off-putting color to it. It is a textile color, pretty much, and it was discovered during World War II, during the textiles when they were trying to develop, the color blue for different textiles. But it's been used. I mean, if you ever look up malaria treatments, this is the first thing they go to. If anyone in the world comes up with malaria, this is the first treatment that they put them on, is methane blue, because it gets rid of the entire thing out of the blood. I mean, I'm going into a weird territory. I don't mean to, but I'm always looking for stuff like that.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. Shit. Wait a minute here, real quick. What was it you were saying, Scott? You have a good.
I mean, I had a
Oh, you have gout.
in 100% complete transparency. I used to have
I thought you said goat. Sorry.
no, no. I used to get cold sores every once in a while.
Yeah.
Ever since I started doing this, never again.
No, I don't. No, to answer your question, no, I don't have gout. Thankfully, my dad has had it. It's funny when it comes to fruit, the acids in it. I have what feels like a gout flare up issue, which is weird. But no, thankfully, I don't have gout issues at all. I have. Shoot. It's so funny. As much as I bitch about weight gain and issues like that. Other than that, my health is, pretty decent. I mean, my cholesterol level could be much better, but my sinuses fucking irritate the shit out of me. But other than that, as of right now, you know what I mean? But that could always change tomorrow. And I'm not saying that's being an asshole because you just never know. You never know. Thankfully, my son, which his mother and I, we've always been highly impressed. His immune system has always been incredibly strong. And for someone, I mean, he graduated 2015. He only missed one day of school being sick. Technically, he missed 2 days of school because he had a major sugar high. He was drinking way too much pop, and he had a sugar high and passed out. So scared the shit out of all of us because he passed out in school.
Man.
Yeah. And I'm up in fucking New Bremen, Ohio, and I got that message, Zach's being rushed to the hospital. And I'm contacting my boss to tell him this shit. And he's like, well, we'll send somebody up there to basically take over my route. He said 2 people take over my route and take me back to get my car. So I'm constantly keeping in touch, and he was fine, thankfully, because Zach was loving the attention from the nurses. So, but yeah, that just tells you something. I mean, how the hell I played hooky way too much. This kid missed 1 day of school, technically 1.5, the whole time he gone to school. So you automatically think, well, hell, he's Superman. Shit, he'll be fine. Because he's still to this day, thankfully, I don't know if it's autism. He doesn't tell us if he's sick, but he never shows signs of it. And when he ever does sneeze, it's like, oh shit. You don't know with him. It's the strangest thing. But we all know that will not last forever. One thing I was going to ask about what you were talking about, does it have any like aftertaste or whatever, especially like if you were to put it in water?
Methane?
Yes.
Methylene blue, bitter. Kind of along the same lines as steroids.
Okay.
If anyone's taking steroids out there, prednisone, whatever, it's kind of like that. As long as you dilute it enough, or if you put it in I put it in Sprite. It perfectly masks the aftertaste. You don't really taste it as much. I don't mind it, but that is something to get used to, I guess, if you want to actually pursue that.
Yeah.
Again, I want to raise awareness for it. I believe in it. I've seen it work personally in my life. If you're feeling like you hear all types of shit about colon cleanses and this, that, and the other. You hear all that stuff all the fucking time.
Yeah.
How we constantly invade our bodies with toxins. How do we get them out? How?
Well, sorry, I had an immature thought in my head. I'm not going to share, but I'm just
We do it nonstop. Our body, if you're thinking like a war and you're thinking like your body's sitting there, holding up big long spears like in Braveheart, like it's ready to attack like this, and it's sitting there ready to attack stuff, and you're not doing shit for it. How's it gonna hold off an army that's ready to attack it? You're constantly shoving shit in there, toxins, all kind of parasites. I mean, anything that you may be eating that's invading your body, and it's constantly trying to fight stuff off. What are you doing to feed your body? If you're not doing anything, fuck, no wonder you feel like shit.
and you saying that I cannot help but think about young kids, and I'm glad I said this because I asked you to remind me this later on. Maybe it should be brought up again too because of late in the time. But when I'm out and about doing my day job, when I see these young kids outside when the sun is out, granted, clouds, you're still going to get the nutritions, the vitamin D.
Mm-hmm.
But and this shit didn't happen in 2019 and beyond. But in 2020, then shit, here it comes. Especially when you see people older than me.
Yep.
Why the
Because we
fuck
were
are you
told to
wearing a
stay
goddamn
inside.
face mask outside? Why are you wearing that shit? I have one thing I already know. It's because you're hiding. B, it's because it's the group that I follow now.
All right,
You know what I mean? And the other is
we're going
paranoia.
there. We're going there.
Well, if we're gonna get into fucking, health, young
We're going
man,
there.
young woman, take that fucking thing off your face during outside, because we all know breathing in that shit on a fucking 100% cotton thing is not going to do you any good.
Okay, we're going there. We're going there. Bill Gates, fuck you. Burn in hell, Bill Gates. Fuck you forever. Bill Gates was
And by the way,
absolutely
Steve
behind.
Jobs would thank you for saying that.
I'm just saying, Bill Gates is one of the most evil human beings that I've ever heard of.
Gee,
how do you have a technological?
He came up on a certain list here recently too.
No, yeah, he did. Absolutely, he did. In fact, if you look at the emails, it was how do we?
Oh, the fuck did we need to bring that up?
How do we kill the poor? Was his direct email. Fuck him forever.
Surprised we didn't bring up fucking Andrews getting fucking in prison.
Anyways, that dude essentially.
Chris, please continue, but Mike's got a good question.
What brand is
more important right now? Let's focus on what Mike's asking.
What brand? What brand is what?
What you were talking about, obviously. What brand is that, Chris?
Oh,
for you, yeah.
Earth Harmony. Earth Harmony. This is Amazon.
Here, hold on, let me try this again. Sorry, hold on, Mike. Let me try. I'll shut up. Hopefully, here.
See, the problem is I can't see, so you'll have to tell me.
I'm trying to put you on the big screen, so I'm muting myself.
Yeah, I don't know what the camera sees because I can't see it. I can only see your camera.
I'm muting myself. I'm hoping that'll help.
Earth Harmony.
I hate it when I can't edit sometimes.
Yeah, just look into that stuff, man. If you want to rid your body of toxins, absolutely. But back on Bill Gates, fuck him forever. He literally had emails where they were literally like you and me would discuss our next episode of Meet Us in the Man Cave. It was literally like that was their conversations. If you look at these fucking emails. It was like, how do we like kill the poor? How do we kill off a certain portion of? And sure enough, a few years later, what do we got? We got fucking COVID. I don't care to say it. I know this is part yours, part mine. I don't care if they fucking burn the whole thing down. Whatever. I'm gonna say what I want to say, and that is the fact that the upper elites absolutely put us on a killing block. They wanted to kill off a certain portion of the population. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. It was staged. It was. It is what it is. They did what they did, and they should serve time. Fuck them. Fuck that guy. Fuck him. Fuck Epstein.
Mike said.
Fuck all of them.
And I know a lot of people are not going to have my same response, but Mike, neither did I.
I'm just saying
I didn't even get sick.
they have no problem killing little children. You think they have a problem with actually killing human beings like adults? They ain't got no problem with killing anybody. They're all subhuman to them.
Well, I just know
Fuck Bill Gates.
There's been a lot of fucking.
That man should be fucking on trial right now.
There has been way too much puppet mastering that's been going on the past 6 years than I've ever seen in my whole entire lifetime. And that's why I think I prefer my bubble more now than I ever did in my life. And this is not a conspiracy. Trust me, I don't watch the fucking news. I don't listen to a lot of bullshit. I'm somebody I can honestly say I grew up with street smarts, and I'm glad I did because I continue to watch my surroundings. I see behavior. I see how people act, and I go with that. And I listen, not what the TV says, not what the radio says. I listen to the people and watch them around me, and that's what I go with. No offense, and I'm not being disrespectful. It doesn't matter to me what's going on 3,000 miles away. In a sense, in other words, I'm talking about the way the behavior is going in my neck of the woods.
Mm.
If I see a behavior all of a sudden change like that,
why did we entrust a man with the U.S. Security Council of our actual health benefits? Fauci. Let me go ahead and spout that name off. Why did we entrust Fauci with our entire healthcare when he was responsible for the AIDS epidemic? Why did we do that?
Votes.
Why did we put something in place with Bill Gates? Bill Gates, who's a he builds technology. He builds computers. Why did we entrust him with healthcare?
Just like
he doesn't know a fucking thing about healthcare.
Just like why did we entrust politicians over our health?
Why do we have a woman right now that was the wife of a WWE founder in charge of our educational system? Why are we doing that right now? Why are so many things happening? Why?
Stuff I've been questioning for a long time.
I don't get it.
I scratched my head and I just, okay.
Linda McMahon.
Let's talk.
What?
Going back to what you were talking about, because I don't want to forget this with obviously with with Kennedy and all that. Chris, have you paid attention going down in the grocery store, the cereal aisle? Have you noticed any changes there?
Haven't been to the store, and that is one thing I'm grateful to Natalie because I can't stand going to the store anymore.
Well, I'm not gonna be a smart ass. I obviously have to go to the store.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed this in the cereal aisle. You would like this. There are less and less certain types of cereals out there because, as we all know, what was Robert talking about with the coloring and all that? How they were trying to get rid of the certain dyes. You see less of certain. In other words, you see less certain generic cereal brands on the shelves right now.
Fucking great.
Because you brought that up, and I'm like, don't forget to bring that. Don't. In other words, don't forget to interrupt Chris on this matter. It's not my imagination. I've been
Phenomenal.
noticing that more and more.
Phenomenal.
I
Great.
mean, it's what we need, folks. I mean, back when I hate to say this, I sound so fucking old, blah. Now, and I'm sure it was before my time. So there was less bullshit on the shelves when I was a kid. And as we all know, it's growing. I mean, think about, okay, here's an example. When I was going to McDonald's, when my mom was, every Friday, it was a treat to go to McDonald's. There was no such thing as supersizing and shit like that. Now, I know that's a difference between the color dyes and all that, but dear Lord, I go to a fucking gas station like every other Thursday. I know this sounds ridiculous. That's my little reward at the end of the week because Thursdays are my Fridays. And I go there and it's blah, 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 blah. And I would sometimes get me an energy drink, especially after this yesterday. And in other words, my energy drink is the old fashioned Coca-Cola. And I can practically buy a fucking gallon of soda. When I was a kid, that was unheard of. And I just think about everything what Chris is talking about. And I always thought about it's amazing how everything is supersized, blah, 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 blah. Let's make shit here in America. Let's just give you so much bigger sizes. And I'm addicted to that shit. That's another reason why we have issues with our health issues.
It's easy.
Health, supersize. Let's give you more and more and more. And when you get so used to that supersize, you want more. So I'm not trying to distract what we're talking about. I kind of wanted to go back to what we were talking about, health issues.
Listen, what do you want to do before you take a cow to slaughter?
What do I want to do?
Yeah.
Hell, I feel dumbfounded about your question right now.
I'm just saying, you want to fatten it up as much as possible.
Oh, okay. Health, of course, in a healthy way, right?
Within reason, but we have to recognize the medical.
Did you get the email, Mike? Sorry. I sent Mike.
We have to recognize the triangle we're a part of, the medical triangle. It's this path that we keep going. We get sick, we go to the doctor, we get better. We get sick, we go to the doctor, we get better. And it's just over and over. There's no end to that because we don't actually pay attention to our actual health.
Do you want to hear something?
All we do is pay attention to what the doctors throw at us.
You want to hear something that I do that doctors or most people won't advise? I shit you not. This is exactly what I do. Because I'm out in the public a lot, sometimes in areas where I really have to use the restroom. Like obviously I do it here, but I could go to my bathroom that I pay for more on water when I flush it. But if I have to go to a porta potty, you know what I do? Where I park, I go on the ground, I grab some dirt. I've done that for years since I was a kid. I use dirt to wash my hands with.
Maximus Decimus.
I know that I don't do it by the porta potty. No, I go grab dirt. I've done that for years because I was told, wash your hands with nature's dirt.
Rub some dirt on it.
If I get a bad cut, I put super glue on it. That's just how I've been.
Those ways are gone. But now it's hand sanitizer, and it's ruining your immune system.
I talked about how my son's immune system's strong as hell. I like to think that the years that I've been taking dirt and rubbing glue on my cuts kind of rubbed off.
We're getting further and further from nature. Like you can see it however you want to see it. We wear rubber insoles in our shoes. Why do we do that? You ever just go out and walk on the earth? Because the first thing you're taught when you go through electricity school, electricity school, when you're part of a labor
flashbacks.
union, when you're part of an electrical union, first part of electricity is you've got to have someone to terminate.
Oh,
You terminate directly into the ground.
you know what? It was almost an hour ago.
Damn.
I see.
Anyways, we terminate into the ground. Electrical, we are essentially walking batteries, whether you think so or not. Electrical terminals must dissipate into the ground. That is how electricity works. That's the reason we have lightning from the sky. That's the whole reason of all of it. If you don't imagine holding a positive charge in your body and how toxic that is the entire fucking time. You wear rubber insoles, you never discharge your electricity. What you do is ground. Once in a while, go out to the actual ground, walk around barefoot every once in a while, and see how different you feel.
Me, I'd be pissed off at my dog more.
I'm just saying,
Jeez.
go walk on the ground,
Ugh.
dissipate your electrical charges. There's so many things at play right now that it's almost, it's so many aspects that we could do a whole podcast. We could do a 3-hour episode over how much shit we're getting fed over and over.
You know,
It's constant.
I can
It's almost
honestly.
like Western culture is like abolishing your your gods. It's like saying you don't have anything to fear. You don't have anything to pay attention to. Just pay us money and take this pill. That is Western culture. And it's so outrageous because if you even pay attention to Japanese culture or anything like that, Chinese culture, they know that the base of your feet is, I mean, there's 17 different organs that all dissipate through your feet. If you go out and you actually touch earth and dissipate that electricity, it's so rudimentary when you think about it. I mean, someone's asking you to go out there and do something for free, but we would rather pay a premium to a medical service $150 to say, here's this pill you need. But this person over here is saying, just do this for free and do it for a month and see if you feel different. But we will take the fucking pill. What's fucking wrong with us?
So if you think about it, a doctor that does plastic surgery, you got to respect that doctor more.
No, I
Well,
fucking
I do.
don't.
I do, because what she's done to herself, at least we know
I'll
why.
I'll take this face to my grave. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking of something that's like, never mind.
I appreciate it.
I'm thinking,
Yeah.
I'm just, what
Mike
damn
is
it?
with me. Mike
Jack
is
Black.
with me 100%. It's called grounding. There's actually I bought the sheets for my bed. And what it is you hook it into your actual ground of your electrical outlets. You put that on there, and it's your sheets are 100% grounded, and they're lined with silver lining, which everybody knows silver is a good electrical component. Obviously, the greatest is gold, but it's more expensive. So we compromise with copper and silver.
Shallow Hal.
But
That's what I was thinking of. Sorry.
100% like grounding sheets, they're silver lined. They do a negative ion pretty much along your entire sheets. That's the base. That's the basis of grounding. I mean, there's so many avenues at play, dude. And it's if what you can recognize out of this if anything, is that we fill our bodies of so much toxic material, whether it be Wi-Fi materials, whether it be electrical materials, whether it be, what we feed ourselves, what we do. I'm no better than any of you. I'm no better. I do the same shit, okay? But it's just
Yeah.
recognizing that I'm putting this shit into my body. I need to figure a way to get it out.
Now, of course,
Figure out that way to get it out.
Mike,
Whatever way you want that to be. Just there's so many avenues, but get it out of your body, folks.
it's easy for you to hide right now because you're not obviously in camera. But unfortunately, out of the three of us right now, I'm the one that's been able to that could say, "Well, I'm the one that feels like a piece of shit," because visually, if we're all if
You're
I'm
not.
the one, oh my god, dear Lord,
We
you know.
we've been sold a lie. You are not a piece of shit.
But then I'll tell you, okay, here's here. In all honesty, now you mentioned how brave Morgan was earlier, right? Okay, I'll tell you what. Every fucking time that I have to see a full reflection of myself, I don't recognize that person anymore because I'm very uncomfortable. It sucks because it's like where did this fat fucker come from? And that pisses me off, and I'm ashamed of it. And it also it reflects to every little step that I deal with. I don't even feel comfortable in the clothes that I wear. Nothing feels good anymore. Nothing. My confidence level is flatlined to shit. So when I hear stuff like this, I'm like, shit, trust me, I fucking know. Because I deal with it practically every 5 minutes of my life. From reflections to how I have to move, to how I have to put clothes on, to even getting into my car. It's
You
I'm not happy about it. And it sucks to get that strength back to say I'm tired. Trust me, it's a battle I deal with every day. And I'm not trying to cry. I'm being transparent as fuck right now.
yeah.
That's the way to put it.
No. That's what we're based upon, for sure. Um
And when
but
I was
man,
talking about
if
the
I could only tell you one thing, you're not. You're a victim of the same loop that we're all in.
I'm addicted to this shit, yes.
Yeah.
I have been for a long time though. And what I was thinking of Shallow Hal with the plastic surgery thing. Guys, I'm a lonely guy. So physically I'm like that's what my mind was going at. Get me
No,
right there.
no. First thing I would tell my girls, and first thing I would tell
Oh, damn it.
anybody.
You had to bring the girls up after I said that. Ew, gross.
No, I'm just saying, you gotta love you.
Yeah, that's a battle. You're right.
You gotta love who you are. You gotta love what you represent, and you gotta like absolutely stand up for that. You gotta say my representation as an editor, as a coworker, as a manager, as a Van Halen fan, as a Halloween fan, as a Chris friend, as whatever, as a father, as a all the titles you got, we got to like hold those and just represent those as best as we can. All the titles that
Yeah.
I can think of. I mean, everything that makes you proud in this world, you got to hold on to that, and you got to just say, "No, this is who I am." Like it's not as Mike just said. No one,
Yeah,
no.
trust me, guys. Trust me. It's just
I could go
something that
down the
I
same path.
secretly it's not secretly, it's something that's always on the back of my mind. It is. It's this it's I haven't found that it's like I've been hitting that, that they say that joggers hit that wall.
Mhm.
I guess I've been hitting that wall for years and I have not been able to bust through that motherfucker.
It only takes one
It,
time.
it, and that's when I talked about the cigarette reference earlier. I'm like, why the fuck, man? I was able to break that habit, and it's not like I sit around gorging myself, but it's, dear Lord, Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess what also pisses me off, like I said earlier, I physically bust my ass off of work. What the fuck? Come on. Why the fuck am I still here? It does have to do with testosterone levels. It really does. It has to be. It has to be.
I
So,
also feel like that's part of Western culture. We hold on to one ideal and we hope that's going to fix everything, and it just doesn't. It's a multi-stage thing. Like you'll have your testosterone level, you'll have your eating habits, you'll have your, everything needs to be factored into it. It all needs to work together in harmony. And then once you start to see results, then you'll hang on to that lifestyle for good. I
just
promise.
just got sorry. I just seen a spam uh comment come up. I'm not sharing because it's I don't even know. Top views. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, just
yeah.
ignore that.
That's the one thing I wish we could do here on Riverside is I can't do it is to block it, or you know what I mean? It's not dirty, but it's obviously spam. So
No, I want this so bad. I want to get you here. I want to have a proper. I don't want the Bowflex anymore. I want a proper, like we're doing serious
I
lifts.
want to feel like I don't hate walking up steps. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to walk up steps like I used to. But I tell myself this, guys, be talking about this more is a way of saying, hey, my name is Scott and I'm a fat ass and I need help. I know there's a poor choice of words, but I gotta say it some way.
Yeah. Just stop, stop, stop telling yourself that you're not.
I'm not happy with I'm
That's
tired
fine.
of
Let's do that. Let's do that. I'm not where I want to be. Let's do
exactly.
that.
I just look, I know I'm not gonna be 25 anymore. But I'd like to think that I could feel a little bit more comfortable in my own skin. I want to feel that again. But I'm thankful. That's the one good thing about getting a little bit older. There is some wisdom that's come along with all the travels and the trepidations of this crossroads.
Mhm.
I know that I'm not going to be that person anymore, but God damn it, I know I could be better than this physically.
Hey,
Because I want to be. So I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick, guys. And if we want to hit that, because Chris, you got a concert, Mike. Thank you once again for helping for being there for selfishly for myself and Chris. You don't get that. We get the support, subscribe shit, but thank you for being a friend. Dun, dun, dun,
yeah.
dun, 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 dun. Love that show.
QC. Yeah, no, absolutely. Man, I hope. Oh my lord, he's making a lot of noise. I hope guys like Mike, um, William, we obviously notice certain guys, Daniel, man, y'all are here. Y'all are in the thick of it with us. We appreciate you sticking around, obviously. And
Oh crap!
we are human beings.
Did you want ice cream? Fuck it.
We are definitely human beings, and we want to portray the fact that we are work in progress. If people can draw inspiration from that, man, absolutely, that's awesome.
Hmm.
That's very awesome. We are definitely
I got
open
the
to that,
cold.
and we are interested in sharing the experience. But me, selfishly, I want to feel better for myself. And
You have to. I do understand.
selfishly,
You got to do that first. You've like you said,
selfishly, I
self-love.
want Scott to feel better. Like I want us to feel better collectively, and just hearing that, um, people are supportive of that is amazing. Um, I think it would only enhance the experience, and maybe we're invested in this mentally. Um,
Chris
maybe it's
Morgan even
time.
talked about it
Maybe
some
it's
earlier.
maybe it's the time where we invest in this physically.
I don't mean to interrupt you because it adds to it. Chris Morgan was talking about his podcast, how his journey, how he's lost so much in the 4 years.
Right.
Adding on to what we're obviously talking about here. So I wish Mark could hear me say that's awesome that you've been able to do that in 4 years, because that's obviously been a big journey for him right now. So I thought I'd add that real quick.
Yeah.
I want to bring this up again on two things. First of all, Mike, we will share my thoughts because I did it on purpose since it was a post on the wild turkey. I know Chris is anxious for that. I did that. I had that in my head like 10 minutes before we sit down. I'm like, I want to share those results on another podcast.
I love some wild turkey.
Mike, I'll tell you what, it was good. But I want to share that in a future podcast. Second, when I was at the grocery store earlier, since we're talking about health, something I've been noticing, and it's with work, because there's a couple guys, actually 3 of them. Now, look, I get it. I've already told, I used to be a smoker. I'm not proud of it. I've been there, done that. I'm very thankful that very thankful. Thank you so much, Mike, for being there, that I quit smoking. And I say that with a lot of pride, but I had the 40, well, from 15 till 40. Yeah. But I see these young adults, and I'm telling guys, it's guys. I'm going to blame it on guys. They have those damn, we used to blame it teenagers on their phones, but I see adults do the same thing. I'm seeing a lot of young guys with that vape in their hand constantly. At the grocery store today, I'm just, thinking about, because I actually use my app for Kroger app to remind me of where I want to get shit, blah, blah, blah. I feel like I get myself in and out of there quicker. But I notice at work, these guys are look. I'm like, I'm seeing it more and more. I'm like, you guys are fucking, that is a serious addiction right there. You can't function without that. I mean, are they having sex that way too?
All I can see is mice. When you see mice and they're inside of a maze.
I want to bring this up again, but I had mice in a maze. Okay, good analogy. Yeah, I see what you.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the only way that they can solve any puzzles, anything like that. Anything that scientists throw at mice, they will solve whatever puzzles may be in there just to get another fix. And lab rats are a perfect example of how addiction plays out in humans.
They should do it with monkeys.
It's nonstop. And then there's also a thing called popcorn lung. Popcorn lung?
That's something that, yes. Was it World War II that they kind of really discovered and brought that? Was it World War II?
I don't know.
I could be wrong.
But vaping is having a lot of popcorn lung. Essentially, we're trading one addiction for another.
Exactly.
You were addicted to nicotine, so you smoke cigarettes, and now you think it's healthier to do the vape. But the vape is giving you popcorn lung, and it's giving you the water lung.
And
it's the vapor is it has humidity to it, and it's putting unnecessarily, like, massive humidity into your lungs,
Right.
which humidity in the lungs is what? Bronchitis?
Yeah.
100%.
Bronchitis, and it could also cause ammonia issues as well too.
Once
And
humidity
and
gets in your lungs, it's stuck there.
and the reality of it is also of course it's more effective. Well, it depends on your heart rate, the size of your heart.
Hmm.
Also, age could be a factor, and the reality of what science is showing today with what the whole COVID is really more of an issue with your lungs. You're just, it's almost
Hmm.
cigarettes, as we know, as years had gone by, they added more chemicals to a cigarette, to a one single cigarette.
Hmm.
It was over 2,000 ingredients to one single cigarette that got you more addicted to that fucking thing.
Hmm.
Over in England, to that fag. See, I said it right.
Hmm.
I am willing to bet at one time, which it's so funny. Vaping started, it helped you quit smoking because there was only 4 ingredients in that fucking thing. I'm willing to bet there's more than 4 in 2026, which is keeping these. I mean, I asked a question. I wasn't kidding around. Are these same people having sex with their hand? Are they pissing? Are they? I mean, it's like as somebody who is a smoker from 16 years removed now, I could go hours without having a fucking cigarette in my hand. So something tells me there's something more addictive about this than. I mean, I'm not trying to say, hey, but why? Why? I mean, when I'm seeing this kid at the fucking grocery store and kids at work, they can't function without that. It's like, put that in the fucking van or something. I mean, why do you have to have, you need your hands to fucking pick up these heavy ass boxes to put, but you got to have your vape right there. Something ain't right. Something ain't right.
Yeah, no. It's a we. Sometimes I feel like we're a social experiment. Honestly,
Goddamn Matrix movie.
I'm just saying. What if we are the blueprint?
I don't blame you for asking that question. I mean, dear Lord,
What they can get away with? What they can introduce with social interactions with COVID? What
what's
they
next?
can what they can introduce with banking and financial aspects.
Hell,
That's
they
going to
did.
be the next hit
It's
right
already
there.
hitting that with Bitcoin right now.
What if all these are just tests to get us towards the ultimate goal?
God, I miss the 80s.
Yeah, we can't go back. We
I
can't
know
go
we
back,
can't,
brother.
but that's the last time I felt this kind of bullshit. You know what, Chris? And I'm thinking, I'm not trying to shut us up, but I'm
How
thinking,
long are we gonna? How long are we gonna fucking eat the shit until we give this shit? That's what I want to know.
it goes,
When are we gonna revolt?
it
When are
goes,
we gonna pick up arms? And when are we gonna actually take the Second Amendment upon ourselves?
I think it does go back to, are we going to have to hit solid ground to a fucking mushroom cloud hits us to where parents rule the earth again, where parents are taking control, or where parents are being responsible of raising their kids right, and those are the same parents are teaching their kids the basics of looking between left and right before you cross the street,
I'm
learn to
not worried
respect
about that shit
ourselves.
anymore.
I'm just thinking we're so fucked up as adults right now as a whole.
I'm so far gone that I'm
I don't know if we're going to be able
I'm
to.
I'm so far left of that. I'm so far gone of that. I want to actually like storm like city hall. Like I want to actually like take over
Oh, watch it.
political residences.
Make
Like
it.
I
We're,
I I know
we're
you're telling
recording.
me.
We're recording.
I know you're telling me that, but that's where I'm at.
Yeah, but let me hit that fucking button before you share that thought. I don't remember.
I know.
I respect your thoughts. I'm just respecting the future thoughts, if you know what I mean.
Sure.
Yeah, just
But when do we finally say enough?
you know what? I'm gonna be a dickhead about this because I think a
You
lot.
know, if we got so many
I think a lot of.
people out there, like I okay.
I can remember my uncles and my aunt kind of talking about their times in a sense to where they were going through similar situations. Is that too fucking scary, or is this just simple? When are we ever going to learn from our mistakes? Why do we do an evolution of revolving doors that are way too quick? Because if they were going through these stresses before we were thought of, or when some of us were kids, it's a revolving door of fuck. What are we going to learn?
We are
Scary if you think about it.
a bubble that we feel comfortable in. When are we going to step outside that bubble?
I just had a thought that came to my mind, but it might be too scary. That bubble may be a little bit too strong for words, and I don't think it's best for me to share because you guys want me to be positive right now. And that's what I'm trying to do. Because it's an ugly thought, and I don't want to share that right now because trust me, you don't want me to. It's not about being mean. It's about something tells me, nah, don't share that with the world because it is too ugly. And it's about, ice age shit. And, don't want to go there. Yeah, I don't want kids to hear it. No, just don't want to. They shouldn't hear it right now. So, I'm looking at our time. I'm also thinking of your bubble, the family bubble. That's important. So you got to start there first because you got a concert to go to tomorrow. Okay. And I got laundry to do. So as you can see, you got to be more rested than I. No, Chris, I'm not shutting you up. I know I'm the one that's always. Oh fuck, I got to shut up. So I'm just thinking of the time in your concert tomorrow. So thinking that out loud. By all means, share whatever fucking thing you want to share right now. I'm just saying that out of respect and love. So
no, I respect that. I want to enjoy certain things in life that are a privilege while they're still a privilege. So it's okay.
Yeah. And the good news is, if there is one person watching right now, look at it this way. Next Friday, we're going to give some shit away. If it's just one thing, at least look at it as cross your eyes and it's two. So that'll make the plural out of it. Mike, if you're still here, Mike, if you're still here, seriously, I hope I sent the right email out. And I'll say something to Chris about it privately because I don't want you'll get it once you read it. And other than that, thank you for supporting. And we'll see you live again next Friday. I think it was set up. We're planning 9:00 to do the drawing of the winner of the mask. And oh my God, if it's either Chris or Jimmy Falco, that's it. That right there is going to be interesting. That's for sure. We'll have to figure it out.
I think it's fun.
I do. I just there. No offense, Mike, but you can imagine the reaction on that one.
Almost threw Nick in there just because I knew how fun that would be as well.
You know, the funny thing is, I really think Nick wants to come. I mean, I know he said he did, but I really think he wants to come back on here again. Which Nick, we'll set that up because
Nick is welcome whenever he wants to be on. That would be great.
I still think Nick could. I mean, you know what? I'm not going to get into it because it's not a private thing. The guy is so creatively talented when it comes to content alone.
I'm just wanting to see where we're at by the time October comes next year, because we don't have any Halloween content. But
I know.
if we can make something super cool, I'm just interested to see
You know what?
where we are.
That's the beauty of, I mean, that's the big picture of all this shit. It goes from like the deep thoughts, which, with the world we live in, to eventually getting back. See, it just proved once again, Michael Myers is so much healthier for us. It is.
Mm.
On the big screen, they have fake blood and fake knives for those actors to play their scenes, but Michael Myers is really a healthy environment for all. So,
The movies are the fairy tales. We live this shit right here.
yeah. That being said, I'd be pissed off as a Jason fan because what the fuck is going on there?
Hey, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it.
Oh my god, they better. That fucking shit they
We're
did
gonna
at
get it.
Comic-Con. They better. Well, I look at it this way. If they don't, it's not like Disney fucked them up.
I'm excited.
Oh shit.
I'm
All right.
excited. We got that. We got the whole Jason universe, and then
Fuck.
we got Texas Chainsaw coming right after that.
And
And then
Scream
we got the
7.
Halloween game.
That's right.
We got a good year coming up.
It's a good thing I'm working all the time because I may actually be able to. Well, okay, I'll spend this much money on whatever I need to do to fucking do. Oh, I still shut up.
We're gonna have some fun.
Yeah. You know what? I think I should do something.
Let's hit the fucking button.
Yeah. See you soon, Mike. And read your fucking email. I hope it was to the right person.
Get the fuck in here. Quit